Welcome to Mintimax 20 in the morning. This morning we are up kind of early depending on which coast you live on. But yeah, we're just freaking getting an early session considering there was some scheduling changes last minute. So we are getting our D&D session in the AM. Welcome into all those commuters out there that are probably driving into work on this lovely Saturday. Or you're just chilling, awake, you're an early bird, and we are just here to enjoy coffee with you, or whatever it is that you might be doing. If you're watching this on YouTube, then cool. Yeah, so we're just going to be continuing this morning our Graveblade Inquisition Strike Team Stray arc from where we last left off 2 weeks ago. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, but unless anyone has anything, let's just get right into this. What do you? I know, Eric. You have something. What do you want to say, bro?
Oh, what's up?
There you go. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and switch the music over. Fade in the appropriate tunes here, and let's get this underway. Is Elden Ring soundtrack? It's back. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That shit's copyrighted, bro. You can't be doing that.
Yeah,
actually, you'd be surprised at how often there are things that are actually allowed on YouTube. So there's a lot of cool artists out there who just are like, oh, yeah, feel free. You're good. So, hey, I don't claim to own it. That's the key difference. It's those fuckers out there that are like, yeah, I made this. Bro, it's literally the Dovahkiin intro for Skyrim. And they're like, yeah, I know. It's
I made the soundtrack we're listening to right now.
No, we do not. No, we do not. No, we do
I
not.
produced it. Easy.
No way.
I'm kidding. For legal reasons, I didn't.
You meant in Roblox. Not in real life.
Yeah.
This is real life.
I did that on Lego Fortnite.
As long as you don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun, you're fine.
I am the best whitesmith, though.
Oh,
Ew.
nice. The white.
Backwards blacksmithing.
You just deconstruct things?
Yeah, I'm a scrapyard.
Well, you would just. No.
I'm a scrapyard.
I'm a hoarder rebranded.
What you would do is you would go around, you would turn metal just white hot, and then just melt it.
Ooh, I could sell that to the elves.
So, what elves? Why are they buying that?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know. They seem like a good buyer of white hot metal.
Elves? Sure, man. Yeah, dude. Hey, live your truth, king. People. Live your truth. All right. Are we all ready to do this thing? Are we all ready to continue? So, last we left off a couple weeks. So get into the headspace here. Everyone jump in. Everyone get into your right minds here. So, last we left off, Strike Team Stray. You guys managed to make it through the festering woods after a couple different encounters. Some more deadly than others, some stranger than others. But eventually you did make it to the kind of worn down structure of this kind of this building that you needed to find that apparently held an entrance to an underground network, a catacombs of some sort that you were informed about. As you guys made your way in, hoping to find some respite, you encountered an individual, that the majority of you who have spent some time in Shadefall would know as Shaded Elves or Fallen Elves, some of the more indigenous group of elves that live in the Shadefall. By the name of Suvetha. You guys encountered him, met him, a little bit wary at first as there was some demands made to identify themselves as you guys were trying to kind of figure out if this was a threat or not. But thankfully, after a little bit of conversating, it seemed to be you could say ally, I would say. Maybe not fully trusting, but at least an ally at the moment. As you guys came to an accord of he's looking for something, you're looking for something, let's look for something together. However, he did inform you that there weren't catacombs necessarily underneath that you would be traversing. Instead, it was an area known as the Dread Labyrinth of Kelvakrid. And whatever that meant. Apparently, this individual had been navigating for some time, had other individuals who had perished. But it was obviously no easy feat to be navigating, so which he warned. After finishing a long rest, thankfully, Tabix, you're able to repair your arm, your assistant arm. Being the engineer, you guys eventually mounted up, got all your things back together after a short rest, and made your way into the labyrinth itself. Mm-hmm. After going down the descending stairs and eventually making your way into this kind of like I would say outfitted parlor of some sort with this nice rug and these and you know, it's these sconces and this nice kind of interior stone. You saw that one way led to the Dread Arena, which you were informed that probably was not the way you needed to go. So you guys ended up going left, as Suvetha had already come from the right. So as you made your way to the left passageway, you came into this kind of long, narrow hallway chamber with skulls abound on each side, or a plentiful on each side. And as you guys navigated the kind of sticky surface, things started to get weird as these skulls seemed to take possession of or commanding of your individual party members. As Tiberius, you ended up blasting, shooting your engineer across the kind of chest and upper kind of neck region, and then in return he ended up almost dropping a grenade on the whole party and detonating the group. However, some quick thinking by Dallin managed to negate some of that damage. And then lastly, Suvetha, as he went to go and strike out against the party, Tiberius, you polymorphed him into a sheep, at which Dallin, you ripped up off the ground with Brother Valdis carrying Tabix. You guys all one by one filed out of this room, and we ended last session as you guys were entering into the next. So, as you all individually, as you all falling through kind of into this next space, as you guys were kind of ripping yourselves off the ground and just plunging forward into the next room, you all kind of fall into this space, stumbling, standing. Tabix, you kind of getting kind of ejected off of the shoulder of Brother Valdis as you hit the ground. I was Dallin, you end up throwing Suvetha through. However, as you enter into the space now, on the ground, kind of breathing heavily, is Suvetha reverted into his normal form. You, Tiberius, would know. You kind of felt, as you saw this process of Dallin throwing him through, you felt the connection of the concentration that is required for the spell to be split, as you guys had kind of determined with guidance in the previous, kind of intermittent hallway. And you kind of see Suvetha kind of on the ground, just on the ground, just kind of breathing heavily, kind of looking up at all of you, kind of taking in a moment. What are you all doing?
Oh, I feel like shit in real life, and I feel like shit in the game.
Damn, bro's got immersion on deck.
I'm like, I'm like faded. I look up, I'm like, how's everyone doing? Is everyone okay?
I don't think they quite were able to influence me. What happened, Tabix?
I don't really know. The skull, man, it just took a hold of me. I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Tabix is like bleeding, kind of from the gunshot wound.
All right, let's get you patched up. You got your own stuff, or we need to get to the medical kit?
Let me think.
We got potions if you don't want to use any of your.
How much does a greater healing potion do?
4d4 plus 4, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check that, but it should be.
Oh shit! I could take one of these bigger potions here if the party's okay with that. I don't want to hog our resources.
Gonna look down. I'll hand you one of mine.
You should take it, Tabix.
Wait, did you ever? I guess no. Never mind. You didn't. You were going to hand me one, but then you didn't.
I don't know if you took one. Do you have one on your character sheet?
No, I think you offered me one, and I was like, you need it. Which is why.
Yeah, you were right.
I said that.
Yeah, 44 plus 4 is going to be the greater healing. Also, real quick, as you're saying this, Tiberius, you did mention last time that you wanted to load a blast round into your long.
Oh, I want to change it to a concentrated.
Okay, and then I did want to just correct myself. So you have 8. You had 8 total concentrated. 4 blasts going into the operation. You have used thus far 2 concentrated. So you have 6 concentrated left, and you have 4 blasts.
Okay,
left.
let me mark that.
I have it marked down. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
But
so
I loaded concentrated in.
Yeah.
Actually, I like unclick it. I pull out my concentrated shot, go shing, flick my shotgun up, holster it.
Sounds good.
And I'm like, what's in this? Can I roll perception on what's in this room?
You can roll perception as you are looking around the space.
I'm
I suggest I'm gonna drink a greater potion.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 4d4 plus 4, my friend.
Easy. It was.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. And then make sure you annotate that in your supplies or wherever you need to annotate that. Also, Suvetha kind of sitting there on the ground is like, I don't necessarily know what happened to me. As he kind of like was rubbing his head, but I appreciate the quick intermission on your part. Though it was strange, I've never had that necessarily happen to me. But
Have you ever been in this room?
No, I'm mainly speaking from the point that I was turned into a sheep. That was that was strange, but I think it was probably for the best. As he nods over to you, Tiberius. Thank you. No,
Of course, brother.
I have not. As he kind of now stands up, kind of, he had, because as a polymorph, he kind of now had his like saber off to the side. He kind of grabs it and sheathes it. No, I had not been in that room before, and I have not. As he looks around, Tiberius, you look around in this space, and it is a narrow hallway, kind of similar to the room that you just left, but not in the same scaling. It's probably about 8 to 10 feet or so wide, and it's probably only about maybe 40 to 50 feet, like long as it goes kind of deeper forward in. What was your perception? You said 16 or 17?
I got a 17.
17. Even from over here, you can see that there are there's almost like a change in the construction of this room. There is kind of like this kind of, it's like a nicer it's like a kind of, it looks like a weathered kind of older stone, and as it kind of continues and goes into this space, you can see that it kind of ages more, and it looks like the rocks are kind of disheveled and kind of busted. You can see that there's kind of like moss and kind of fungus kind of growing along some of the walls and whatnot. Yeah, and then as you're looking, you can see that once it gets deeper in towards kind of like the end point where kind of you see like on the far end where there's a wall that stops, you can see that there is this kind of circular looking gem kind of affixed, probably about, I would say, 5 to 6 feet up off the ground, as it kind of glistens slightly. And you can see that there are on the left and right kind of, not like going deep within the chamber, but at least on the left and right, and at least lighting up this space, there are some sconces with that purplish kind of light kind of emitting from and kind of illuminating the space. You can see this kind of gemstone on the front-facing wall directly across from you. However, as you're looking, you can see that there's one also on like a left kind of portion of wall, and there's one kind of on the right portion of wall as well. And this is kind of towards the far end of this chamber. And you can see with the perception check, I would say it goes for probably about half this chamber, so probably about 20-25 feet before the stone. There's like almost like a distinct kind of like etching, almost like a kind of subtle, like not I wouldn't say archway, but kind of a subtle indication of where this kind of portion of the room meets the other, and they're connected, if that makes sense. Kind of etched along the perimeter of the wall.
Huh. I will look at Suveth. I look at fucking Subalu, and
you were gonna say it right, and then you intentionally fucked it up.
I say, hey, I explained to kind of him what you just explained to me, and I say, have you seen a room like this before?
No, I have not. Obviously. So, what's weird, and I kind of was describing this earlier, is that these rooms, they're all unique. So the things that we just experienced in the last room, I've not experienced that. And the things that we're seeing, as he kind of now is looking off of where you were kind of indicating, I am not entirely sure what to expect.
All right. Okay. Other people
Alan Cross,
play.
do not touch the gem.
I'm not. I'm not going to.
Anyway, I would like to. I'm gonna stand up. Guess I would be standing there. Can I roll insight to see if either Engineer Tabix or Captain Tiberius are acting a little silly?
Oh yeah, make an insight check for me.
You role-playing bastard.
Shit, got caught on my bagel.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself to get a little more health over here.
All right, sounds
And do
good.
it
Go and roll your healing
Insight,
there.
Like
14.
14.
Would it be separate checks?
I would say, go ahead and make me. You said insight.
Because yeah, I guess I'd do the first one for Tabix is right in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and make me.
Double
14.
advantage.
Go ahead and make me. Oh, jeez. I mean, insight. I will say this: if you're trying to put on a front, Tabix, of any kind in terms of your demeanor, or if there's anything going on, go ahead and make me either a deception check or.
I mean, I'm not really trying to.
I'm trying to think of.
I don't know what's going on. I'm spooked.
Yeah, I would say,
Authentically,
yeah. If you're not trying to put up a front of any kind, I would say that you look over to Tabix, and Tabix is obviously kind of. You can see he's bloodied up. He's beat up. He seems a little preoccupied. You saw he just took a potion, and then now as he kind of returns the vial into the medical bag, you see now that he's kind of like using his holy symbol. You can see that he's kind of almost charging up some sort of spell, and you can see like he kind of places his kind of bluish kind of gold kind of energy onto himself. You can see some of the wounds and some of the blood start to kind of lessen as he's tending to himself. So with a 14, I would say that you can determine that he looks like he looks a little bit shook up. If you want to explain anything in particular, Tabix, as you're doing this, anything that he could discern.
You look like
No.
you got shot in the face.
Yes.
Nothing in particular.
Intriguing.
I mean,
And
I'm not putting on a front, but I am trying to, toughen up and deal with it.
And
My
I've
first
knelt
mission.
by Tabix, helping him out.
Yeah.
Like,
Touched him up.
I realize that you get +1 respect point.
Are you gonna do the same thing for Tiberius?
Yeah, I was gonna do up Tabix first, and then I was gonna go check out Tiberius.
Okay, let me look real quick at.
Was that you asking me? Because I was gonna do Tiberius mainly.
Okay, well, if you're checking him out, then I guess I'll realize that.
I'm eyeing him all weird.
Your freak face, bust.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of like
Jackson
what would be a
will-
counter, because like deception is obviously a thing that you could do, but like
But I don't think we're trying to deceive anyone.
So
I know,
what?
I know that's what I'm saying.
think-
So that's where it's kind of difficult. It's like because I want
I
want it to be-
performance.
Yeah,
Well,
performance sounds
couldn't you
good.
roll deception because you'd be deceiving yourself as well?
Okay, so I think if you're gonna roll insight, I would say that you could if you can either say that you're not putting up a front, or you can say that or you can roll, and you can either roll like a performance. You can roll a performance. You could roll a deception, and then based on the outcome of the contested roll, if you are trying to hold up something, then we'll go from there. So if you're not, like you said, Tabix, you're like, oh, I'm just kind of like doing my thing. Then with the insight roll, then you can kind of explain what your character's doing, how they're appearing. But if there is some sort of kind of something you're trying to hide or do, or something like that, then we'll get into a contested skill challenge.
But isn't insight sometimes like behavior though? So like if you're rolling insight, they wouldn't necessarily contest the roll because you're seeing if their behavior is different than their like normal behavior.
You would be rolling because if say Tabix was trying to like just like hold the front, not do not show anything, or maybe there's secretly something else going on, and he was trying to hold it. You're trying to determine something different, but he is trying to elude that he is not. So that's where there's a roll, because you are, yes, insight is looking and kind of to discern. But if they're also trying to hold the front, then they might not act characteristically. So,
Bro, what are you trying to even accomplish here, Todd?
I'm trying to see if you're acting sus.
are
I
you?
don't think-
He's
Are
got
you-
his mind fucked
Tiberius,
with.
Tiberius, are you going to be? Do you want to roll a check, or do you want?
No, I'm
Okay,
just
go ahead.
here.
Roll an insight check there for me, Brother Voldus. He's just RPing, bro. Let him RP. Let him look at your character, bro.
Bro, making sure you don't need to be executed.
Yeah, bro. He's making
Bro,
sure there ain't no
Valdez is RPing a low IQ like schoolboy.
I'm about to turn your IQ to 0. I got
Yeah,
19.
until I pull someone to the secrets chat and say there's a lasting effect and you die.
Oh shit, that's what I'm saying.
Got
dude.
long COVID.
long. He's got a long diddly dong.
Yeah, you
What'd
gotta
you
get
roll,
I
bro?
got
What'd you
nine-
roll?
Long
I got
extension.
19.
19? Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. My stupid camera's going all blurry.
I mean, I can do it. Give me the word.
I'm gonna roll inside check on Brother Valdez in case there's a mind flare. Fucking parasite.
Does this count as a short rest?
No. It does not count as a short. No, it does not. No, so as you're looking over the
Well, last
19,
night we got a short rest.
as you're looking at as you're looking at Tiberius, he's investigating the room. He's looking around. He's talking to Suvetha, asking inquiring questions. However, he doesn't look. He's not determining anything, or he's not displaying anything that looks like a continuation of the effect that he just displayed when he blasted your teammate. He obviously looks a little bit shooken up. And if there's anything else further, Tiberius, you'd like to describe to him that he sees.
I mean, yeah, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm shaken up, a little like, that was kind of fucked up, but that's
Yeah,
it.
I think a little bit here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a little bit here. Tiberius is taking charge of the situation, trying to kind of continue and moving past it, not to highlight too much of that craziness that went on, especially with a 19. So that obviously he's trying to keep things moving, so that things so that way like morale or anything, they're not highlighting too much of the crazy shit that just went down. That way, you can't dwell on it, and there's no faltering of the mission. I would say there's probably a little bit of that in there as well.
Exactly. So actually, speaking of that, I turn around to the group and I say, "All right, lads, saddle up. We got to keep moving. We're on a time schedule."
Aye, Captain.
I gotcha.
I
Go ahead. You said you were helping attend to. You're saying you're helping tend to Tavex's wounds. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check for me, Dolan.
Okay.
It's a 1.
Kills him.
That's
He just
horrible.
slits his throat. Oh, dude, what the hell?
At least it'd be a 2 then.
He was stitching me up and
Alright.
actually stabbed my throat.
That's an 18.
18. Roll 1d4.
Oh.
And times it by 20.
Yeah. Or this one. That's a 3.
You get 3 extra hit points.
Oh, it's a round number.
There you go.
Thank
Just,
you.
Yeah,
That was perfect.
as you guys, as he was kind of, he was using potion, used some healing, but Dolan, you had some extra supplies, in your backpack that you carried, so you did a little bit of triage. You helped him out, kind of bandaged him up. So there you go. All right. So
Gracias.
Tiberius just said, "Saddle up." What are you guys doing?
Creepy. I'm going to approach you, Captain Tiberius, and I will
Hello.
whisper. By whispering, it's just me speaking lower. I will say, Captain Tiberius, are you compromised?
I look at
Do you
Brother
need the
Valdez. Okay.
booster?
I look at Brother Valdez and I'm like, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but trust me, brother, I'm okay. I think that was a temporary mind control thing.
Make me a persuasion or deception check. Either one. Just do it.
I'll make
Just-
a persuasion check.
Yeah. No.
Hold
Okay,
on.
wait. When I ask you to do either one, don't tell me. That's kind of the point. Is to just like,
Oh.
yeah. So just choose one, whichever one
Make
that
a
you're
check.
doing. Yeah, just choose one secretly. You just tell me the result. That's all you gotta do.
I got a 16.
16. Make me an insight check.
Me?
No. Brother Valdez.
15.
He's square. What he says is
Get
He's
wrecked, bozo.
He's a total. He's a total
Very well.
square.
Very well. I think we should
Can I roll-
proceed with more
Can-
caution.
Can I roll insight check in my own mind?
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Do a mental health check.
Yeah.
Your mental shit, damn.
Make me so just make me a roll, add only your wisdom. So whatever your
Okay.
I
wisdom
don't think you
stat
want.
is.
I don't think you want to do that, bro.
I get
I don't
another-
think you
I
want
get-
to unpack this right now.
I get 16.
16. Go with me to the secrets chat.
Oh,
Dude, bro,
God.
the guy's so much PTSD, bro.
Switching over to the secrets. Hello. All right, let me turn everything on here real quick. That way I can get it. 1 sec, I just need to switch over to the sidebar. So, Tiberius,
Yes.
as you kind of contemplate where you're at mentally and kind of go inward for a minute, you rolled a 16. I would say for you, and you can obviously explain kind of where you're mentally at as well for your, as to where Tiberius is as well. But I think that for you, things are obviously difficult. You have experienced a lot of trauma in your time. And I would say that this moment was unique aside from a lot of those other ones. A lot of those other ones, they all kind of jumbled, and kind of a lot of them are grouped into the fact that you've seen some horrific things happen to people. You've seen creatures of ungodly kind of nightmarish, construction and behavior and just do things. However, this last instance was unique. The fact that you were forced to pull the trigger on one of your own teammates was a very unique experience. And I think that lays kind of heavy on your psyche. And because of that, what is Tiberius thinking right now?
Well, he's kind of like, holy shit. Like, I just shot my own dude. And, like, it's like, yeah, I was just kind of, like, self-doubt. And, like, am I there all together mentally? Like, am I going to do it again?
Yeah. And it kind of almost brings out a little bit of, you put a front on and you try to stay as strong as you can, but the fact that your willpower and your mental kind of guard is it been worn down to a point where are you susceptible to things like this? You're not sure. You haven't had necessarily something like this happen, so it's kind of those are the kinds of things that are kind of racking in your brain right now as you're trying to kind of put on a little bit of a front and keep the party going forward.
But is there any kind of indication that there's a lingering feeling from the control?
Thankfully, I would say with that check, as you're kind of just taking a moment, no. Besides the fact that obviously kind of the gut punch that it is of where you're kind of feeling right now of the act that you did, it does seem that effect has dissipated. It does not seem like that would occur randomly again. At least it doesn't feel like there's a hold on your mind. However, depending on circumstances, you might have to go back to that room, and I guess you'll have to address that when that time comes.
Alrighty.
Cool?
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, see you. Back to the chat. Here we are. Here we go again. Let me go ahead and pop everything back out. Is everything good? Let me check, make sure everything's good again. All right. I will say, in that moment, Brother Valdis, as you ask him this, and he says he's all good to go, and you're kind of taking an extra second to stare at him, you do see a split second of just kind of internalization, but then it's gone, and Tiberius is now kind of walking deeper into the room as he is progressing. What are you all doing?
After helping Tavix with getting himself patched up, I'm gonna go up to Tiberius.
Okay, he's Tiberius, you're walking kind of towards deeper into the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of, Dallin, you can go ahead and walk with him and kind of go to catch up.
I believe it's best to stick together in unfamiliar territory. And I'll stick with him and walk with him as we're searching.
Okay. Tavix, you all set to go? You gotta get everything pre-bundled in. Anything else you'd like to do before continuing on?
Negative.
Okay. So as you guys all kind of collectively, Suvetha kind of hugging a little bit towards the back, kind of standing up, kind of sitting there, kind of just thinking to himself briefly, and then kind of coming to and realizing that Brother Valdis, you're kind of walking, and Tavix, it's you and him kind of at the back now. He kind of comes to and then he starts to walk as well. So, after about 20 feet of going into this room, you now see kind of that etching, that kind of almost recessed etching of the line that kind of is on the ceiling, runs down the walls, kind of runs to the ground, almost this weird kind of subtle separation between the entrance of this room to the actual room itself. Do you wish to pass over it?
God damn, bro. Can't just fucking
Use bathroom. I'll be right back.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you realized.
All right, Tiberius just goes ahead and kind of hesitates.
Okay,
and-
I'll make the decisions.
All right, go ahead. Are you gonna walk over the
All right.
threshold?
Yeah, I'll be cautious. I'll like kind of put something over the threshold, just one by one. Put each like
Okay.
part of me.
If the DM ever says, "Do you cross the threshold?" Don't ever fucking do it.
Well, there's only
All
one
me-
way.
All meta.
All meta.
Don't do it.
All right.
Actually,
well,
you
so
said it,
go ahead.
you said it was just like a difference, right? Can I like see more closely now? Is there like any sort of etching, or is it just a different material?
It's okay. So, the materials are pretty similar. I would say that with the first half of this kind of hallway, it was nicer kind of stone, and then obviously there's a distinct kind of separation from this kind of etched kind of groove of a sort. I think a groove might be a better kind of description of it. It's literally just
Okay.
yeah, it's more of just like a groove, like a slight groove, kind of hardly noticeable. I mean, obviously you saw it, but it's just kind of. It's kind of almost just like a less twinge of a separation between both rooms. So there's like kind of the nicer kind of furnished portion of the behind you, and then as you kind of have this kind of groove in the ground and the walls and the ceiling, as it all kind of collectively makes a single kind of line, you now have a little bit more of like dilapidated, older stone. Seems to be a lot more weathered, kind of almost like a very distinct age difference in one portion to the other.
Does it seem like the decrepit stone would have looked like the newer stone previous?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Stone check, if you will.
221 total.
21. It doesn't look like it. It looks like the older, the newer kind of polished kind of stone. Looks like of a different construction. Not like by a crazy degree, but it doesn't look like new to old. It looks like new, nice to just like very old, ancient, different kind of. Maybe this room was here prior, or different, and there was an attachment maybe made to it or something, and that's what this groove might be, like where there was like a kind of a not collision, but like an adjoinment, a connecting kind of portion.
I don't think it's too. I'll step over as I'm just like kind of murmuring to myself.
Yeah, as you step over it, go ahead and feel the interior of the room, because it is just it's like there's not a distinct difference besides the fact that when you step over this groove, there is like a little bit of a different kind of feel to the air. It feels like there's a little bit more of moisture, and that kind of indicates a little bit of kind of why there's like this kind of fungus and this kind of algae and this green kind of on the walls, kind of set like moss kind of esque looking stuff. But other than that, nothing happens.
So there's no sort of like feeling of any sort of barrier.
No,
It's just like all of a sudden it's like musty.
yeah, kind of. I mean, like, and that in of itself is kind of like a barrier, right? Because like you're like in like a kind of cool room, and then also you step in, it's a little bit muggy. It's a little bit you can feel the moisture, and so, but nothing distinct other than that.
Something weird had to have made this room, although it's not dangerous. Yeah, and I'll just keep looking, keep slowly walking further and
Okay.
analyzing.
Okay. The rest of you just passing through.
Yes.
Okay. So as the group kind of collectively, Tiberius is kind of in his own head right now, kind of in his thoughts as he's taking a fat wee. But yeah, go ahead, follow this.
So I'm gonna stick with Tabix.
Okay. As you guys make your way the last 20 feet, not a super long hallway, now you are closer and you can see these large, kind of purplish, kind of gemstones kind of like implanted into the wall in front of you. The wall is about the same width of the room, so it's about 8 to 10 feet wide. However, as you now kind of look up, you can see that the ceiling of this room is relatively tall. It's about probably 15, 20 feet tall. And you can see that there is the gemstone kind of in front of you on this wall. To the left and the right of it as well, you can see that there is similarly affixed gemstones as well, as they kind of are resting up on the wall. And I will say, as you kind of step into this kind of end kind of corner space, you can see the grooves of the you can see those kind of grooves again, and they kind of are, but this time instead of like going all the way kind of around the room, you can see that they kind of separate these walls just slightly, so it almost appears that each wall is its own kind of section. So you have a section of a wall that's 8 to 10 feet or so across in front, a section about 8 to 10 feet kind of to your left with this gemstone kind of centrally affixed. Similarly, to the right, you have this gemstone affixed, and you see these grooves kind of outlining this wall as well. It almost feels and looks as if there's 3 kind of adjoined but slightly separated kind of walls.
This room doesn't seem to be one piece.
No, I agree, and I think that if I'm not mistaken, there has been times before when I was in other rooms that there would be contraptions and shifting pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if this is something of that nature, just seeing with the grooves and everything.
I wonder if even the rooms themselves are cobbled together. Not just this whole labyrinth.
From my understanding, as I've gone through here for quite a while, I'm not really sure. I mean, all the rooms are connected by those similar hallways. It almost feels like we're going through, space, like a void of some sort. And so I wouldn't be surprised if these were just individual pieces of I don't know if it's a grander kind of realm, or if these themselves are just realms itself, just these small kind of pockets. But it is strange. But I do know that we're going to have to somehow figure out what it is that this room holds and navigate through to go further.
Well, very well then.
Roll perception. There's no visible door.
Make a perception check. Oh, actually, no, you don't have to make a perception check. No, you're good. Literally, there is no visible door.
There's nothing.
As you look around, even with your passive perception, your passive perception is 16, you're looking around, and the only thing that indicates a door would be these kind of etched out, kind of grooved outline of wall that have these gemstones on them.
Can I go tap the wall with my sword?
Yeah. You go ting, ting, ting. And as you do so, there's your passive perception is 11. However, Valdis, as you're close enough to him, and Tiberius, are you back yet? If you're muted, you might be muted.
While this is happening, can I cast?
Wisdom.
What's the light source that we have right now?
Light sources, you have 2 sconces, a similar kind of floating purplish light, kind of in right before that groove. They were kind of affixed onto the wall, and they're bright enough to light this space up. But as you guys kind of got to the end here, it's a little bit darker, but there doesn't seem to be any more interior light.
Then I'll use thaumaturgy to brighten both those lights.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, as
And
you
then
kind of
be ready to cast guidance.
Yeah, as you kind of flare them up and interact with them as they kind of light up this space now. As you hit it with your sword, Brother Valdis, you can hear there is I wouldn't say an echo, but it's hollow, if that makes sense. Like as you hit it, it does appear that there is some sort of continual noise that goes through. It does not just stop here. There is a space beyond this wall. And you're hitting the front one, I'm assuming. Because there's 3. You're kind of in this space. There's 1, 2, 3.
I was just gonna tap the wall.
Yeah, you're just tapping it. You hit it, and you can kind of indicate that there is probably more space beyond.
Does it look like there's is the wall made out of bricks?
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of tightly sealed stone.
Does it look like there's disturbance, or it's not meant it's meant to be moved, or anything at all?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm rolling like crack today.
Like crack or like crap?
Like crack cocaine.
Oh.
Where's my perception?
Uh,
So that would be an 18.
You know what they say? Early rollers get the dub.
Yeah, something like
Are you still minusing 2 from your poison?
Literally
that.
what they
Yes,
say.
I got a 19.
Okay, great. So as you're looking up, and you see the grooves off to the left and right that are pretty distinct. But as you're like investigating, the ceiling is pretty tall, so it's kind of hard to discern. But let me go and turn this music up just a little bit. But as you're looking at the floor, you can see very not as noticeable, but you can kind of get down. You can kind of like wedge your sword in a little bit. There does appear to be some sort of space as you kind of can start to slide your sword in, and it like just keeps going as you can kind of wedge it in. There appears to be a space below this wall, which, be that as it may, it could indicate potentially just maybe there's a downstairs. Maybe this wall does move in a downward motion. It can mean whatever you might think it means, but there is like a slit that you can slide your kind of narrow sword through, and get and wedge in there. So there's an indication there.
There's definitely something on the other side of this wall. I don't know if we need to figure out a way to get it open or bust through.
I'd say with that perception check as well, you see these gemstones, and within the gemstones, they're purplish and like in kind of coloration, just like as an inherent stone. However, you can also, as you're looking around and kind of investigating, you see that there is like a twinging of kind of some sort of arcane energy kind of going on within this stone.
Can
How
I
many
go take a
gemstones
look
again?
at those?
There's 3. Yeah, go ahead and take a look.
There's 3.
What do you want to do? You want
Sconces
to
are there in the room?
2, but they were 2 before the groove, not after.
Okay.
What do you want to do there, Tavix?
I don't know. I just want to take a look, see if they're familiar in any way, or I can get if there's any patterns or something I can identify with.
Yeah,
them.
you can make an Arcana check, you can make an investigation check, make a history check, just whatever, one of those 3 if you'd like to kind of see if you can.
Do probably Arcana.
Okay.
-2, 6.
6. As you go up to the gemstones, you can see that there is obviously some sort of power imbued within the stone itself. It is a brilliant purple, kind of dark, kind of purplish, kind of coloration and hue, and magnificent gems. However, as you look, you cannot seem to bead or get any discernment as to what they might hold or do. Unfortunately.
I would like to take out the mote of energy and just present it to the gems.
Pull out your mote of energy.
Oh shit.
As you can see, this kind of dark, kind of white, black, gray, kind of constant, kind of just shifting energy mo you have in your hand. Nothing seems to indicate.
Alright, I'll put it back.
Do I see that? Does that trigger any thoughts?
As you see him pull that out,
Yeah.
trigger
Do I
any
make
thought
any connections there?
with the orb to the room, or the orb in general.
Both.
The orb to the room. No, I would say I would say that. You're looking past perception. You're like, nothing seems to indicate.
That's an orb. Okay.
I will say though, as you guys are looking over, it does look like as you guys are just all kind of collectively looking around here, it does look like the gemstone does look to be protruding a bit. There's like the housing it's affixed into. It does look like it's kind of so there's like the gemstone, right? It's affixed here, and there's like a housing that holds it and kind of embeds it into the wall itself. It does look to be like there's like a gap of some sort. So that it does look.
Press it.
Oh.
Which one do you press?
Not what I was gonna do.
The center one.
As you push the front one, as I would say, Tavix, you're kind of like, oh, and then all of a sudden you see Dallin kind of, and then
Actually,
no.
I'm going to roll. I'm gonna roll to see if I do it. 50-50.
Okay.
11
my
and
character
up.
would
I
do
do it. Oh, that's a 4. All right, I'm gonna like hesitate a little bit, and if
I'm gonna get my arm and use my arm, so you'll see my arm just like Boom, boom.
Stop me.
Oh yeah,
Stop me or
I should
what?
probably say something. Hey, don't do that, Dolan. Please don't touch that.
Okay.
these are
No, hey, you grab his hand and you go and you push it.
But is the servo arm broken?
He fixed
No,
the
it's
servo arm.
fixed.
Oh yeah. You grab it with the.
So
servo
you
arm.
wanna activate your arm?
Yeah, I'm gonna activate my arm.
Okay. Tell me how long that lasts.
30 minutes.
Okay.
Is that like a use? Oops. Did I do something?
Oh no, I just don't want to touch it with my fingers.
Oh, okay.
So as you kind of mentally can make the connection to your armor, as the arm kind of, and obviously on the gyrator or on the gyro that kind of stabilizes it, all of a sudden you kind of make the neuro link to it, and all of a sudden you can feel it kind of, and it kind of now it shifts, and you can think as it kind of moves over, and you can see that the claw arm kind of clasps together. You shift it over your shoulder, you kind of back up, and it has a decent kind of length to it, so you kind of back up as it. This whole time, Suveth is just like what the, looking at all of you, like, what is happening, and all of you not being surprised. He's like, what? Is Eric back? Did Eric slip and fall in the bathtub?
Dude, what the hell?
Do I need to call him to make sure he's not?
You went to go get some Five Guys.
He's not a
It's
health.
the subway run.
I need to call the fucking the fire department.
Probably.
Oh, let me text him to make sure he didn't break his nog on the faucet. I mean, he might have killed that
He's
Subway
alive.
Sammy, bro, and just died.
Call 911 for him.
But as you go ahead and you press the stone, and are you doing it like a forceful motion, or are you slow kind of
I'll punch it in.
Okay, you just kind of gets close, and you just and you hit it. As it does so, the gemstone, you can feel it give, and you feel it shift into the housing place, and all of a sudden you hear a, and then very not incredibly quick, but faster than you'd expect, as the wall in front of you just recesses into the floor and reveals a space beyond.
Sorry, Dolan. I just, especially down here, touching some magical artifacts. You never know
Hey,
what'll
well,
happen.
Hey, it's open.
Oh.
And I'll peer through, meaning keep staying cautious.
Okay, as you peer through, there is no interior light. As you're looking in, are you have dark vision? Who has dark vision? Anybody?
Not me. I don't think
I'll
Elias did.
approach and turn on my dinky light.
Oh, dude, the dinker, dude. He's got the one light. Hey, hey,
Hey, we got pops real quick. Hey, come on.
Hey,
got
yo,
Pops.
Pops, guest star. And...
Yo.
Hey, tell him we're live. Tell him to go turn on the
Yeah,
channel.
We're currently live if you want to watch the stream.
Yeah.
But
What we did?
anyway, so as you're looking in, anyone have dark vision?
No.
I got a light.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, sorry, you turned on your light. Yes. So as there's the one that was busted and kind of flickers and then just doesn't do anything. The other one though casts the bright light kind of into the space, and as you're kind of looking around, you can see now kind of a larger rectangular chamber. Kind of you see that the walls to the left and right are kind of shorter. The wall directly across from you is kind of longer. However, as you're looking in with the light, you can see on the left and the right wall similar gemstones. The front wall in front of you, you can see another gemstone.
I'm gonna run,
Okay.
and I want to.
Typical.
I want to start running across, and I want to use my mounted arm to do a pole vault and just do a big old punch into the gem, just straight middle.
Okay, are you going straight? Going forward?
Yeah, straight to the middle.
All right, make me an
Straight
acrobatics
across
check.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See what
What
this
is that
arm
minute?
is capable of.
Wait, you said the floor was lava?
Shit, it's a 9.
Shit, it's a 9.
Wait, floor is lava.
No. The room itself, as you're looking in here, looks literally distinguishable as the room before. Almost the exact same in construction. You said a 9.
Yeah.
So as you're rushing and you kind of jump and you twist the arm and it plants into the floor and you go to kick, you just mistrajectorize, and you're like halfway through the room, and so like the arm plants, and you go and you go to punch, and instead you just kind of like whiff the air, and you're still like 10 feet away from the door. You thought you kind of misunderstood the strength of the arm and how far I'd push you, so you didn't quite get there, and you just kind of stand there in the middle of the room.
I hold my head down. You get go touch it.
Yeah, sorry, you get -2 cool points for that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a 15% pay, Doc.
But yeah, as you go and you kind of just then you push the one directly across with the light in this room, Valdis. You do see that the far wall, the whole wall doesn't appear to be like a doorway, kind of like you just experienced. It appears that's kind of just like the kind of central kind of portion. You can see the grooves, kind of similar in width of about the 8 to 10 feet. But you go over and you push the gemstone as it when the wall
as he's doing
drops. However, as the wall drops, hold on. As the wall, no.
I know exactly what's gonna happen.
As the wall drops,
counteroffer.
Okay.
As he does that, and then he was going to push the button. In my defense, it was before you were gonna say something. I was going to quickly move into the room.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Does anyone else want to quickly move into the room?
No, this is it. He was already saying something.
Oh shit! I didn't think that was gonna happen.
A dexterity saving throw.
It's you and me, brother Valdis.
10.
You said 10?
Yeah.
That's enough. So as you like recognition hits, you just slide right into the room, and you have to you almost step. And then almost do like a 180 with your other foot, backpedaling, swinging through, facing towards Dallin. As Dallin, you're kind of like, what the hell? As the wall in front of you shoots up and slams into the ceiling above. As you are now, as Valdis and Tabix, you are now standing in that room, locked out from your other compatriots, as the door that you just pushed now leads further in. However, it is, well, I wouldn't say it's not pitch black because Valdis, you do have your light. But as Valdis, you turn around, you're kind of investigating in the interior of this room.
You were floated in light as I'm staring at you.
It's like 10,000 lumens plus, bro. As you're just kidding. You can't even see him, dude. It's just okay.
I didn't expect that to happen. Is there do I see a gem above the door that we
just
walked
happened.
You can't see shit because you're getting basked in light right now.
Brother Valdis, can you turn your light around, please?
We should refrain from making too quick decisions.
Yeah. First time on the job, I thought the puzzle was simple. Press the buttons. I underestimated the puzzle.
It happens.
Suvetha is like, oh, go ahead, sorry.
I'll turn and look at the door, at the inside of the first door.
Okay, so as you do so, I will jump back briefly over to Dallin,
Okay.
Suvetha, and I guess Tiberius, who is mentally checked out. What are you doing?
What is that?
Suvetha's kind of like,
Fred Meyer right now.
I'm gonna go press the button that Tabix had previously pressed to open the door
okay.
initially.
As you go ahead and press the button, as Suvetha's kind of just sitting there, Tiberius still mentally checked. You press it, and then it just and the door or the wall kind of and shifts back down, slamming into the ground as Tabix, the wall behind you cranes back up and crushes, smashing into the ceiling again. And you kind of jolt. I mean, I don't know if he's in the room still or not, but you kind of jolt back and kind of step back as now as you're kind of turning around, Brother Valdis, to see if there is a gemstone on that wall. The wall just drops back, and Dallin, Suvetha, and Tiberius are now back together, or sorry, are now kind of clustered there.
And I'll just walk in like nothing happened.
Okay, gotta
Welcome in.
All right,
Water's
let's go.
warm.
Though I
What's
will,
going on in
I
here?
will say, quick DM though, when you guys did that, this was how it originally planned. But as you guys said that, dude, a thought went through my mind of I should lock them out. I should just make it so I should shake.
You should have let us cook.
No. That's not how this room works. But I thought about it. I was like, damn, that'd been really cool. But also, like, it's all good. It's funny, though.
Corey stressing for a second.
Dude, Corey said...
I would have jumped on my mace or my flail.
This man swings it around his neck. Smashes his...
We should have asked for some breaching charges.
The room closes and fills with lava.
So, but now you guys are all now within this interior space. However, the door or the wall that you had previously, with your attempt at being super cool, is now reset. So,
I'll press the button again.
Okay, so as you press the button again, wall drops.
Everyone's in, right?
Yes.
Everyone's in.
Yeah, everyone's in. Everyone's in. As that wall drops, the entrance that you guys had come through, the wall you come through, resets once again, and
Can we open it back up from this side? And I'll hit it again.
Yeah, as you
Science.
as you go ahead and you press the button again, look, same thing. It goes down. The wall that was previously open goes up. You're now back to where you started.
All right, good.
Press the button again.
And I will say it's pretty loud. It's pretty loud.
If we press them at the same time, will it take a screenshot?
Hey, you trying to find out?
We all press the button at the... No, all right.
We have...
We're not gonna get stuck on these. We're not getting stuck on
Bro,
Hey, I told you the original mechanic. Now, hey, I haven't told you what happens if you press buttons at the same time. We're gonna find out. We're gonna fuck around and find out.
All right, how many buttons do we have? How many possible combinations is that?
So, where you guys are at right now in the middle. So, you guys have one going straight where you guys had just come from. So, like, you entered into the room, right? There's one directly across the way you entered in. There's one to the left, and there's one to the right.
Is there protocol which way we go? Tiberius?
The bot always moves left. I remember that. Maybe we should go left.
Captain Tiberius, is there a way we should potentially go?
He goes,
Captain Tiberius, please report to the bridge.
Captain Tiberius goes, the protocol, they did say that the reconnaissance drone did,
Can I get a...
No, he says the automaton scout, it said that they do always go left and work their way left. However, we obviously already went through straight once, so we can either go left now or we can maybe reset and go and just hug left all the way. But that is kind of...
Wait, was there another door back there?
Yeah, there was 3.
Oh, we should go back and go left, I believe.
Okay, yeah, because there was 3. There was the one to the front, there's a left and the right, so there was 3 options.
Oh.
All right, I'll hit the button again.
Okay, you hit the button, you reset it, and you guys all kind of fall into the other one, and you guys want to go left this time.
Yeah, I'll be the one to hit that one as well.
Okay, so as you guys now hit the left passageway, the open wall shifts up, closes. This one now leads further in. As you guys are now as you guys now continue onto this space, there is one directly in front of you across this kind of smaller. A lot of these rooms are pretty small. Like the ceiling is still relatively tall. It's consistent. However, these rooms are fairly narrow. But as you go ahead and you can see that there is a gemstone across the way, and then there's also kind of split towards the end of the right wall. There's another gemstone to the right, kind of tucked, kind of almost in that corner a little bit. A smaller wall this time than the one you previously saw. This one's only probably about 5 or 6 feet across.
Boys, what if this is a maze? Should we just split up?
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, let me get a lot more little minis that I need to triangulate your location.
As the new guy, I figured I'd get all the bad ideas out first.
All right.
Let's
Someone had to.
All right, you guys gonna go?
Is there anything else notable besides the one one gemstone?
There's a gemstone in the front, and there's a gemstone leading forward. There's a gemstone leading to the right. So I will
forward and then right.
Forward and then right.
From us at the back.
Yes, you're at the back. It goes in gemstone.
Is there a gem? Has there been gemstones from where we've come each time?
Yeah, you turn around yeah. Well, technically
Right,
no, only because the wall behind you that you're coming through is not reset, and so it is an opening.
Okay, well, yeah.
But from what you guys have deduced, it is a kind of a give and take. You go, you progress, it resets, and it basically just closes behind you as you, from what you can determine at this point.
All right, I guess we keep going forward.
You guys want to go straight?
I concur.
All right, so as you guys go ahead and push the button straight on, the one previously behind you closes, this one opens, and you guys are now into another rectangular kind of room. Each room is pretty consistently the same. I'm not gonna keep describing them. They all kind of are that kind of older kind of brick. There is like the moss kind of on the stones and everything like that. So I'm not gonna keep necessarily re-highlighting that unless there's something obviously distinctly different. However, as you guys enter into this room, there is no longer a door straight ahead. You guys have to turn to the right, and on the right wall.
Okay, I'm back.
What's up?
Welcome back.
You lose.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Basically,
Basically, the group got separated briefly, and then you guys figure out how these doors or these walls work. Essentially, if you push a button, they open, and then if you push another button, the one that you open closes, and then you can continue to progress. Is basically all you guys did. They asked Captain Tiberius on what they should do, and you reminded them that the automatons always work their way left in things like this. So you guys made your way back to the main thing and started going left, and you've gone straight through, kind of in the leftward direction if you're looking at it cardinally from where you started. You guys have gone left twice. However, there is no more left, as you are now to continue going straight. You no longer can. There's no longer a wall. You have to turn on the right hand wall of this space. There are two more gemstones, kind of evenly bisecting this wall, left and right.
All right, so we take the left one, I presume, Captain.
Oh, I shouldn't move you until you do.
I feel like Captain would say yes to that.
I would.
All right, so you guys going to take the left one as you push it. As you push it, the wall goes and closes and resets behind you. However, this one, and this wall was a little bit more narrow. This narrow wall was about 4 to 5 feet or so kind of wide. And as you go ahead and enter into the space, this is a narrow hallway. However, there is another gemstone directly in front of you, and there is one on the right-hand wall. However, you do have to go single file in this space. Also, additionally, in like one of the kind of tucked corners, kind of resting up against like the left-hand wall that has no gemstone, you see a skeleton.
See, we're not the first. And unfortunately, probably not the last.
Through the entryway, we went.
This man's pulling out the paper,
We did
bro.
go forward.
Bro, we went
did go
left,
forward.
left. Aye, we good.
So
Dude, we made a circle.
the first room we went into had gems on all sides, right?
It had gems on
But then
left,
we went back.
right,
We went
straight.
back.
Yeah, so you guys started in the room. You guys went straight. There was gems on the left, right, and forward wall. It was like kind of a rectangular wall or a rectangular room. And then you decided to go back and go left. You went left. You went forward, left. Then you had to make a right. You had to like look at the right wall of this room. And then there was 2 gems now splitting that wall. And then there was one to the left, one to the right. You guys chose the left on this right wall. And now you've entered into this narrow hallway that has a skeleton in it. This hall has a gem to the front and a gem to the right.
Oh, dude, it's so early.
This man said my brain isn't working yet.
Okay, so main room, we went left.
Yep.
We just keep taking
And
the
then that
leftmost
room-
door.
That room doesn't have a left.
The
first left.
second left didn't have a room. Sorry, the
So, yeah,
second left
we went-
didn't
we
have a
went
room.
left.
The second left didn't have another a left.
Okay, so it has straight and then right.
So
Yes.
So far, are all of these rooms
Straight and a right from our left.
Are all of these
This is
rooms
meant to
in
be
like a
confusing,
square
so-
pattern?
What
Is that
the?
it?
Yes. So that is correct so far. So you guys, that is correct. And then when you go left again, so you went left again, and then in that room there was no longer another left. There was two rights. There was two options on the topmost wall. Which, and I'm saying this from your guys' facing position. So you guys were going straight, right? So you guys were going straight. So you went straight through the left passageway. You went straight again through another left door. And then now you can no longer go straight again. So you had to turn right. And so show me that. So the way you're looking at it, Todd, the top of that one. So the top of that square is now.
I give up. I just hold my action to. Hold my action to hit.
We're just gonna keep pressing buttons. And
Going
figure it
left.
out.
Alright, just mash buttons, bro.
Unrelated, can we use spells from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, I pressed the left button.
Well, there is no left button. There's now directly ahead, and there is now to the right.
I pressed the left button. Oh wait.
Wait,
Captain
David.
said, yes, Captain.
Continue forward.
Got it, Captain. I go and press the button.
All right, you guys continue forward, and you guys are now out of this kind of narrow hallway, and you are now into a more traditional square room. And as you guys exit out of this kind of narrow passageway, there is now, from where you guys are facing, a door to the left and a door to the, straight on.
What is that shit? My trousers.
Ibu,
That's what I'm saying.
are you trying to play D&D while we're playing D&D?
Did I just see a notification?
Y'all are stalking my stalking my Steam.
How are you gonna play Baldur's Gate 3 when you're playing live D&D?
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, what kind of captain are you? What the fuck?
Cap. He's capping.
Bro, hey, you know what? I'll play Captain Tiberius. I'll be the NPC.
Why don't we
PC.
play Baldur's Gate together while we
Why don't
play
you play the
D&D?
D&D game in front of you?
Y'all are stalking my
Alright, I'm server muting Tiberius. I'm server.
No,
Actually
wait.
crazy.
Yo, are we all
doing
playing
that.
Baldur's? We're not. We're absolutely
Bro,
not.
You literally.
No, we never do
Eric,
that.
You literally can't get a shotgun in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Bro.
All right, we enter in this room after going
Or you're
straight from
playing
the
a
previous
fucking
room.
game.
You enter, yeah. So now you can go. Now there's a gem on the left wall and there's a gem on the front facing wall.
So left and front.
Yep.
The accuser has become the accused.
Are we just gonna be 100% following protocol on this, Captain?
Yeah, I would say we need to stick to, I think we just need to stick the mission and help, hold on. I turn to Subaru and I look at his fucking hat.
Hold on.
Who?
Who knows?
Captain,
Beto?
are you sure
Beto?
nothing happened to you in that room? Over in this whole room?
And I'm like, so I turn to him and I'm like, I'm trying, do you have any clue, how this is, how the pathing is working?
I feel like I've said this already multiple times. I have never been in this room. I cannot help you
You
anymore.
want to be a bitch?
Yeah. What are you talking about? I literally cannot do any more than what you guys are already doing.
Okay,
I
then
need
why
you
are we even
to stop thinking that I am gonna. We came down here together so that we can figure out where these relics that we look for are.
We
So
need
we
to
need
just
to
go brain off and just go.
All right, to the left. I'm hitting the left button.
Yes,
Okay.
please, just brain off. We just need to keep going
So-
so we can
so-
go find the combat section.
So
Yes, Captain. I turn my brain off.
So as you guys go into this room, and these rooms,
I am marking most.
They
most
vary
of
in
these
size. I vary in size, and I will say, full disclosure, I do have a map, and so I'm not just being like, ha ha ha, y'all suck. You guys are actually navigating within a space. So
I also have like markings about which direction doors are going.
okay, so as you step into this now, as you now step into this rectangular room, there is a gemstone to the left. There is a gemstone straight on, and there's actually a gemstone on the same wall you came through. However, it is split, and so as you've gone through the majority of this wall that has now recessed into the floor, there is another little section next to that on this back wall that leads into leads kind of behind you, going backwards, deeper
What the
in.
Fuck?
I want to go deeper. Guys, should we go deeper?
Do you want me to draw
Does
it?
it seem like
I
it
can draw
wouldn't?
Yeah, can you draw it?
I can draw it.
It sounds like instead of the door behind us, there's a path there, right? That's kind of the gist.
So here, I'll show you. I'll give you guys. This one's a little bit more confusing. So I'll just.
Yeah. Does it seem like the door wouldn't work in reality?
So, can you guys see this shit? So you guys came in from right here. You guys came in from right here. Yeah. So you guys are here now. There's this wall is split. So there's another gem right here, gem down here, gem right here.
Oh.
So it basically just you can double back and go through a different one. Also for those at home,
left, I think. Captain, should we go left?
Yes.
We go left. I go and press the one to the leftmost wall.
Not straight on, but from where you're facing, you're going left.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. I'm facing straight on.
Yeah, you're facing straight on. So
okay, yeah.
So you're here, you're facing straight on that way, and then you can go left. If that left is okay, you want to go there?
Yeah.
All right. So as you
keep a map.
As you go left and you go through this one, very simple. There is only one gemstone and it goes straight, and it is in front of you.
I run and I want to pole vault with my arm.
Make an acrobatics check.
Assuming everyone's in here.
Make an acrobatics check as everyone files through.
All right, let's do it. If you get too many cool points lost,
why are we pole vaulting again? What are we pole vaulting?
I really want to make it work. It's just my arm jumping, so I can press it in style.
Okay.
I have 30 minutes of usage. Gotta make it worth it.
Yeah, you gotta make it count.
Or just break it again.
So it's shit, that's true. I got an 8.
8. This time as you go and you hit it, and you kind of place it onto the floor and you go. Some of the stone underneath from the weight that it's like kind of pressing downward. Some of the stone breaks and shifts, and you kind of and you fall into your ass.
-3 cool points.
I stand up and go press it normally with my head down again.
As you guys make your way through that room, there is a gem to the left and there's a gem to the right.
Gem to the left.
We go left
gem
again.
To the right.
Unless there's any. Go press the gem to the left.
Yep.
All right. So as you
making a big old circle.
As you press the gem to the left, you enter into that space and you are in kind of this square room that has no gems.
Dude, I hate mazes. I'm lost. I say we split up and look for clues, gang. That'll be really confusing.
Skeletons.
It is a dead end.
Proceed more skeletons.
Oh, you want to look for skeletons? You look inside. There's no skeletons, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess. It depends on what you look for.
Is there any loot?
No loot.
Hey, we never inspected that dude.
Yeah, there was a +7 great sword on his body, hidden in one of his bones.
Oh,
damn.
That is watching.
Nothing in it.
I'm under the impression the Roomba would have moved back and kept going through the left door. I feel like we should do that.
So, are you going back through and going? You're going. So there's 2 options. You already took the left one, which closed your previous wall. However, now you can either open up a previous wall that you went through, or there's one straight ahead.
Wait.
You should go straight.
What do you mean straight ahead?
Because you entered into this room, right? You went left, dead end. Your past wall went back up, so now you're facing back into this room. So the wall that you just went through is on the right. Now, to go further in where you've not been, you'd go straight across this room.
But you said this room was empty.
Yeah, so we came in, it was empty. We turned back around, and
the dead end. You're not doing
the other door.
So you turned around back to face.
Okay.
The robot would have been facing left, while going back through the door, right? Or it would have been facing straight, so it would have went left.
Yeah, so if you follow the left wall, you would basically go into the room and then back out and straight into the other door.
I love puzzles.
Because you basically just hold your hand on the left wall and follow it the entire time.
All right.
Hey, Tiberius, what are you doing? What are you doing during all this?
You go straight.
This is Baldur's Gate.
No, I'm here.
Sleeping with a vampire.
Sleeping? No, ew.
I've got a rough idea of what this looks like so far.
Twilight was great.
I saw it.
Fuck all of you.
Bro, at least they're not playing Baldur's Gate during Baldur's Gate. All right, so you guys are going straight through.
Yes.
I say yes.
All right.
Straight across this
As
room.
you guys go through the far across gem door, the previous one closes to the dead end. Now, as you guys are making your way through, the only gemstone that you can see is to the right. Or sorry, yeah, the only gemstone that there is in this room is to the right.
I say we take that.
We went into the new one. All right.
Yeah, you went to the new
And
one.
these are these rooms all similar shape?
No, so some of them are long, some of them are short, some of them are little hallways. I'm just not describing every single one because it's more important the trajectory on which you're going, unless obviously that one room that I explained. They all vary in different sizes, but the size is kind of irrelevant in terms of like your pathing. You're gonna go in the so that's why But they do vary. Like this one currently is a long kind of rectangular hallway. It goes so as you guys enter in on the far end of this hallway, there is a gemstone kind of affixed in front of you, and then kind of there's a little bit of a dead wall, and then there is one kind of deeper in, kind of halfway down the right wall. There's another gemstone, like I'd say three quarters of the way there's a gemstone leading to the right.
So we dead end room. We went straight across. Here was the door to the right. We went to the door to the right, and that's this room.
And that's this room. You can either go straight or you can go right.
Straight right. So, all right, we're going straight again.
All right. This is where it gets interesting.
Let's fucking go.
Is this technically
There's
back
the
where we've already
gelatinous
gone?
cube.
So this is where it gets interesting. You guys are back at the entrance. I'm just kidding. You're not.
Oh my god, I jump off the
I was literally gonna kill you because no, we aren't.
No, I'm not that brutal. Okay. Tiberius, if you're playing Baldur's Gate, you might want to jump in for this.
I'm not playing Baldur's Gate.
Don't lie.
I'm not.
You don't have to lie. Share your screen right now. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Okay, so as you guys step into this space, boom, immediately, you guys, as the wall recesses and goes into the floor beneath you, and you hear the of the wall behind you as some of the kind of dust is kicked up off the ceiling, kind of falls beneath. The only light you guys really had at this moment is Brother Valdis's massive freaking billion lumens technology light, arcane light, if you will. But as this room opens up, now you can see and hear. You hear rushing water. You can see from the ceiling of this room, it almost looks like there's rays of light kind of crisscrossing and kind of entering into this room. You can smell kind of flowers of some sort of kind of like nature, kind of naturey smells. And as you're looking into this space, you can see it is triangular in shape. You have this large room, triangular in shape. Directly in front of you, as you hear the rushing water, you can see probably about maybe 5 or 6 or so feet in front of you. You can see that there's like a moat of some sort, like a ditch, as there's water running from left to right, kind of like recessed into the floor as it kind of continues and it kind of moves. You can see that there's like this kind of slightly arched bridge that kind of passes over this kind of ditch. You can see hanging kind of vines off the ceiling. You can see kind of plants kind of occupying into this space. In the middle of this room, you can see kind of this circular kind of raised up to not a lot of elevation, but like a couple steps up. You can see this kind of circular raised section in the middle of this triangular room. And from here, you can see this. You can see that there are these kind of 3 podiums, kind of resting on top of this space. That is all you can really see at this moment, as you guys have not fully entered into the space. You cannot really see to your left and right.
Is the water similar to what was on the surface?
As you're looking at it, it looks fresh, looks clean.
Do we want to inspect this water real quick? Maybe we can top off on some supplies.
You think it might be healthy, like cleaning water?
I'm saying we could. Do we have the capability to check?
Possibly. I mean, do we need supplies? Can I do a supply check, a mental supply check?
Mental supply check. You guys have been out.
I got our big ass bag.
Yeah, you guys have like usually resources like your kind of like modified bag of holding usually can hold up to 48 hours of supplies. Just in case shit gets real stupid. Usually you guys are back before even, I would say, 8 to 16. So, and within the bag, you would know that there's plenty of water and kind of whatnot. However, your water skins that you guys have personally on you are probably pretty low. You guys have been almost out on operation for about 6 hours or so, dealing with a lot of shit, fighting things. So you guys are probably drinking some of that water pretty consistently. But in terms of overall resources, you should be fine.
Well,
Good top off.
we entered in like a toxic bog, but now we have fresh water below the ground.
Like I said, I
Kinda
mean, we
strange,
also we did go. I mean, I don't know if you all remember the stairs, but we did go for minutes walking down those steps. And I mean, like I mentioned before, these rooms, they do not necessarily make sense to what is above, because I have traveled kind of across Shadefall using this labyrinth, and the where I've come out and kind of where I've been like me traversing underneath here does not correlate per se to the overworld where the land's above. But we do, it's odd because we do move within the realm. So I don't know, it's weird. It's no, I can't explain it, so but it does appear that water does look clean, and honestly, I don't know about you all, but and he kind of goes over and starts to kind of scoop down. He pulls out kind of a water skin, like a large water skin, starts to kind of fill up his thing. Actually, first he'll kind of dip into it and kind of, you can see he kind of tastes it and like tests it. And
Bro, where the fuck are we?
yeah, well, maybe
We're in a labyrinth.
No, I know, but like, where's the combat? Where's the fucking adventures?
Bro, we are adventuring, brother.
We're literally on it, bro.
I'm gonna rage.
We literally are adventurers, bro.
No, but I go up to Suvetha and I'm like, hey, like it looks clean, but we have no clue what's actually in that water, as you know, in down here in the Darklands. So I'm like, hey, I think you should be careful.
Duly noted. I will.
and he kind of goes and scoops some of it, and you can see he kind of just goes. He like does a little bit of investigating. You can see after a moment he kind of scoops another as all the water kind of filters out, and he's kind of looking and investigating for a little bit. After like a couple 20 or so seconds of him doing his own little kind of like investigation, he eventually kind of takes a little bit of a drink and.
It appears fine. I'm not seeing any indications that it could be toxic, so I'm just gonna, I don't know about you all, but
as he kind of goes and dips his water skin into it. Are you all?
This bro got detect microorganisms.
Hey man, it's running water. He's just trying to live his life, and he's trying to survive.
I suspiciously eye him.
Okay.
As he's drinking the water.
Yeah, and the ditch is about probably 3 or 4 feet down, so he kind of has to scoop down and get into it. But yeah, he's kind of kneeling over there. As you guys all step into this room, which I'm assuming you're doing.
3 or 4 feet. You got long ass arms.
2 or 3 feet. All right. He's kidding. It's like 3 or 4 feet down to the bottom, but the water's obviously rushing, so it's like that's how deep it, because it's clear. You can see it's about 3 or 4 feet down.
Oh, to the bottom of the river.
Yeah, to this ditch. Why does my stupid camera keep trying to freaking
Controlling?
So you said there was light filtering through the ceiling, you said?
Yeah, it looks like there's like almost like daylight beams kind of filtering through and kind of casting into this room.
Yeah, I don't trust it down here. I suggest we keep moving.
Well, as you guys all step into this room, you can see that this ditch of the water, you can see as it is on this kind of edge of the triangle, but there is obviously the left and right edges of this triangular room that come to a point across this space from you, and this ditch it connects to the right and left corner of where you currently stand, and then the ditches continue and kind of come to a meeting point on the far point. In each corner, you can almost see these kind of well-like circular structures, and from here you can see that the water almost filters in, and you can kind of hear almost like cycloning and kind of loud whooshing of water as they're kind of collected and spun within these kind of wells, at least to the left and right. You can't really see obviously from the far end, but you can obviously assume in some capacity. However, these ditches as they run along, and they don't run directly up against the walls. They're like about 3 or 4 feet off, and then they're recessed in. And you can see that they kind of are along the border of this room. However, there are jetting from these kind of circular wells that are kind of designated and placed in these corners. You can see these ditches that, and all the ditches, they're like made of stone. It's not like earth or anything. It's like stone, like troughs that they're in. You can see that they're from these circular bits or circular pieces. You can see additional troughs, but instead they jet kind of into the central portion of the room. So they come off of the circular kind of corner pieces, and they go not like all the way into the room, but they stop at this kind of raised, elevated kind of platform. They kind of stop before getting there. Make perception checks, everybody.
Does this seem familiar?
I can take a picture of this room too. I'll just kind of crop it out so you guys.
Oh, God fucking damn it!
What do you add to perception? My perception
Your
modifier.
perception.
Yeah, you add for your perception modifier to perception.
Crazy.
Gotcha. Seeing if you knew that.
17.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
Nope.
Bro said quick. He said quick quiz.
Quick quiz. Pop quiz.
Off quiz. What do you add? What do I add to my perception modifier?
Guess my perception modifier.
What do I add to your perception?
I got a fucking. I got a 26.
Jesus.
I got a 2.
Hold on.
Oh,
Fucking
I got
blind.
Got a 17. Considering this guy said God fucking.
You got a
damn it."
2 with your perception modifier? You must be
Yeah,
blind.
I have a 3.
Bro's.
Damn.
I got a 3.
Oh, and you're all sick.
Yeah, I'm all sickly.
Damn.
I'm green.
God, bro's he's throwing right now.
I'm throwing for skins.
Just give me a. I should have probably thought this through a little bit, but that's okay.
Hey, I didn't think that 5 dragons would be too much.
All right, this is a rough sketch, but let me go ahead and shoot it over to you guys. That way, there's a little bit of understanding, because I understand sometimes it's hard to really visualize this, no matter how hard you describe it. So,
No, I can see it perfectly right
okay,
now.
all right, good. He's in my mind. All right, hold on.
I can actually draw it for everyone else.
Oh, hey, would you please, for the class, get up here and draw it?
Look,
Does one of those have a 3 on them or no?
I can
Oh,
see
wait.
everything.
So that is.
Are we summoning a demon?
So that is the room.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see where the troughs are. What was your guys' perception rolls?
I got a 2.
Nice. Okay. 5.
But
Tiberius.
does that?
I got a 26.
Okay, 26. Valdis.
17.
Okay, Brother Valdis and
Bro's out
Tiberius.
fucking.
Brother Valdis and Tiberius, you guys see this. So on the kind of troughs, kind of ditches that go towards the central kind of raised platform, you can see these grooves and these almost kind of jetting out segments, kind of similar to what I drew here. You can see that there's like these like different almost indicators of some sort, kind of along the trough itself. Like and so it's like the trough goes, and then there's almost like an additional kind of stone kind of line that goes across, almost to indicate something. It appears or seems like, and it does that in equal segmentations as it goes and makes its way towards the actual platform itself. But you all are standing at the bottom here at that bridge, kind of not over the bridge quite yet, but you guys are all standing there.
But we do see another door across the way.
You do see another door. You do see another bridge as it kind of curves over, and you do see another gemstone kind of attached to a wall.
Does it appear as if we have to get the water to the middle or something like that?
That is something that you can indicate for yourself. But there are the kind of raised, kind of triangular in the similar kind of construction that I have there. These like kind of podiums, and I would say Tiberius and Valdis, from you guys looking over here, you can kind of see something that's like there's something placed on top of these podiums. It looks kind of like a lever in some indication or construction, but you can't really be 100% sure.
Well,
Should we
Brother Ball,
attempt
did you
to
say
find
something to me?
a different path? Yeah, I said, should we attempt to find a different path first?
Negative. We should keep moving forward.
What?
This mechanism is probably what is required to open the door.
Shall
Well,
we find out?
go grab it then.
I would also like to say too that the kind of the couple feet from where you guys are to the trough itself, it is all stone. That is similar across, but as soon as you cross the bridge, it is like grassy, kind of mossy, kind of flooring, and there are like bushes, like now I wouldn't say trees, but there are shrubbery kind of scattered around, kind of throughout here, and the stone interior here is all marble. It looks like a whitish kind of construction. And then you do see those rays of kind of daylight shooting through and kind of crisscrossing and lighting up this space. That is it. Now what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pass over the bridge and I'm gonna approach the other door.
Okay. As you pass over the bridge, you would have to go up onto the actual central piece, because the unless you want to jump over the one of the ditches that kind of connects.
I'll go up onto the central platform.
What else are you guys doing as you guys are all moving into space?
Did I see that there's something on each of the 3 podiums?
Yeah, I was gonna go look at.
With your perception check from here, no, but you can make your way over.
I
can't see shit. I'm gonna go over there.
At least.
Yeah, you go to look around, Doll, and you're just from the poison, bro. You get a coughing fit. All right, so as you guys all continue making your way, Suvetha eventually kind of tops off his water, and he follows from the rear of the group. Brother Valdis, you step up first. With your passive perception, you're kind of looking around, admiring the kind of the streams of light that come in here. And as you're looking up, it doesn't necessarily look like the streams are coming from anything. The streams of light, it looks like they are just emitting from the stone and coming through. And as you're looking around, you look straight up, directly above the central kind of cylindrical kind of platform. There is a plaque, like a kind of metal plaque or of some sort, or a sheet, as it's bolted in, kind of affixed to the ceiling, and there is scrawling on it. If you'd like to look at it,
I will.
it says, in common. Are you ready? It says 1 is greater than 2, but less than 3. 3 is the greatest there can be, twice as much as 1. 2 is the opposite of 3, and 3 is less than 1. And then it says kind of underneath all, those are like in like individual lines. And then at the bottom it says, together they reflect the 3 states of existence that a creature can be in. And as you look at that, and you're like, this like numbering what? You look down and you can see that on each of these triangular kind of pedestals, there are numbered indications for them. You can see that the one, kind of like how I have in the graphic, you can see that the one kind of pointing straight forward is 1. The one to your right, pointing kind of back at that rightward angle, is 2. And the third is pointing to the back left angle.
Throw a puzzle at 9 a.m.
Hey, hey, Valdis, can you read that?
I rage and start swinging.
Brother Valdis, can you read that again?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't have a whole lot of puzzles in my games, and so I figured that this is time for you guys to use your D&D brains.
One, bro. No,
Bro,
my brain.
yes, I would like to play that song again.
Yes,
Brother Valdis,
I
what
can.
did it say?
I can read it to you again. Oh, did he? What? Bro,
We're so back.
This man said, "I'm out of here." Hey, some people like puzzles, okay?
Hey, man.
Bro,
My grandpa.
Say your grandpa.
Oh, can you drop that? Can you drop that in the
That's
lore?
what I'm ready to write it out.
Yeah.
Let's
All right,
how-
I'm gonna-
Can you drop it? Can you drop it in rules and mechanics?
Can you drop it in scheduling?
Here, y'all. Someone type it out.
I'm typing it if you say it.
What?
All right, so he says that again. 1 is greater than 2, but less than 3. 3 is the greatest there can be, twice as much as 1. 2 is the opposite of 3, and 3 less than 1.
Okay.
This puzzle's stupid. I shoot it.
And I will say, so just for clarification and for like the way that it's said, for line 3, 2 is the opposite of 3 and 3 is less than 1. The interpretation is that the value of 2 is 3 less than 1. It's not 3 like the number 3 that in the puzzle. It's I would say, let's see, I don't know how to word that better. Basically, it's minus. Right? So 2 is the opposite of 3. And 3 less than 1.
Please.
So
hope.
Well, and this puzzle's like half nonsense.
And then it says, well, Eric, it's not my fault your brain is small, bro. Together, they reflect the 3 states of existence that a creature can be in.
Okay. Did anyone get...
I need to see it written out.
Okay.
It's written out in the chatting and discussion.
Bro, Corey's on it.
Dude, Corey's a speed reader.
One is greater than 2, but less than 3.
Can I edit this? Hey, Corey, edit it and put and 3 is and 3 less than 1. Yeah, so put minus 3 less than 1, just next to the 3. That way, because yeah, it's like it's speaking from like the value is minus 3, if that makes sense.
Like that.
Yeah, just so that it's clear. Because I realized that when I said that, it probably sounded like another conjuncture with the value of another one, but no, yeah, there you go, perfect, thank you. Look at this man, I love this guy. All right,
damn.
That's easy. Three needs to be the biggest. It's bigger than 1, or it's twice as big as 1. So,
and then
1's
real quick,
gonna be like 2, 3 is gonna be 4, and 2 is gonna be 3. Easy.
So real
I always have to
quick,
figure out what that means.
so real quick, and then together they reflect the 3 states of existence that a creature can be in. I don't know if you have that down.
Oh,
together they reflect the 3: liquid, solid, and gas.
The 3 something.
Together they reflect the 3 states of existence that a creature can be in. I will also say this, that the that on top of the pedestals of these triangular kind of raised pieces, you can see that they are in fact levers.
Numbered.
They are numbered, yes.
Can I go to platform 3?
Yes, you
The
can.
3 stages. The 3 stages are liquid, solid, and natural gas, right?
I don't know if that's what we're referring to.
Science, baby. I know
All
one
the
of
creatures are in gas form.
I know one of you mentioned that. Does anyone want to investigate the other gemstone? I know someone was saying that they wanted to maybe go over there and check.
I thought that was Valdez that was doing that.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, did you stop? Okay, you can if you want to go over there, you can. If you don't, Tabix, what would you like to do? You're over at the third one.
Yeah,
I would like to pull the lever on platform 3.
I will say the lever is centrally erect, if that makes sense. It is standing straight up. So if you kind of wiggling it a little bit, there is give forward and backward. Which direction would you like to
towards the center of the room?
You want to pull it towards the center of the room? As you do so, you hear kind of this disruption of stone, as you kind of hear some like a mechanical noise, as all of a sudden you can see this kind of well kind of directly in front of you on the far corner. You can see something kind of, and it kind of raises up briefly like a door of some sort, and the water starts to rush into the trough that you have, that you're standing in front of. And as it continues to make its way, you can see that where like the segments it's kind of indicating pieces of, it starts to kind of flow through and starts to occupy them. I will say, I would say it's pretty distinct from this position. You can see that cleared out from like the moss and the grass. You can see that there are a total, as you count them, 8 little dashes to indicate how far it is. And I will say that 8 is starting where you are, and it looks like 1 is across the room closest to where the well is.
Bro. One's over there. Okay.
Hey, Tiberius, sit down, bro. Sit down. It's okay. Your homies.
Which one did you pull?
That's crazy. That's fucked up, man.
Hey, Biggs, which one did you pull?
I pulled 3.
How long are you wanting to? It's hitting 1, it's hitting 2, and you can kind of have a gauge, so you can basically tell me which one you want it to get to.
While this is happening,
it's gonna be 4, 6, or 8. It's double. Let's start with 8.
You're maxing this one out.
Yeah, let's max this one out.
Okay, so as you kind of, and as this one goes and it connects and it reaches the max capacity of what this trough can hold, and as it does so, and as it kind of hits and it completes, as you do that, the lever itself goes rigid, so there's no longer give to it anymore.
I would like to move to platform 2 now.
Okay, as you go over to platform 2, what would you like?
What is Suvetha up to?
Suvetha is just watching. He's kind of looking around, kind of taking in the scenery. He's kind of actually, if you look over at him, he's like kind of touching the grass and the moss kind of on the ground, kind of taking in the area, which is kind of odd considering, but he seems to be kind of enjoying himself.
I go up to him and I'm like, what are you thinking about, Suvetha?
Just real quick, Cor, I'm gonna get to this.
Yeah.
No, it's just been so long since I have seen anything of notable health in terms of vegetation and life. So I'm just taking a second, and he kind of looks up and looks at the rays of kind of light. In Shadefall, I don't know how familiar you all are, but Shadefall does not get sunlight very often, if hardly ever. So just kind of letting you all figure out whatever it is that this room holds while I take some just admire it. Because I mean, I'll tell you this right now, I'm not made for any of that puzzles or things of that nature. So,
and he kind of at this point like sits down.
Okay. No, I just say, huh. And I kind of think, I'm like, damn, like, you know, we're so lucky to be like on the surface world and like all these good things, and then, you know, this soul's just, you know, his whole family and everyone's died for him just of trying to get out of the Underdark, basically. So I kind of have a moment.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Oh, I got the numbers, bro.
All right.
Up here.
Sounds good. No, you stand next to him, or you kind of return back to your party.
I start to walk back over to the Brainiacs.
Yeah, and he's kind of walking in like from like where like the left kind of segment, so like kind of in that kind of little area, of the that's where Suvath is kind of chilling. Okay, Tavix and Brother Valdis, what do you got?
Can I check the door? I want to check the door first.
Okay, Valdis, you stepping over to the.
Just open it. We're just gonna leave.
Go ahead, Tavix. What's up?
Oh, I'm trying to make the platform 2 so I can pull that lever.
Yeah. You go over to the leather. It's similar kind of starting position. How are you gonna pull it?
I would like to pull it towards the center of the room, till it fills one spot.
Okay, so as you go and fill it to the center of the room, and you leave it at 1, and kind of let go of the. You said this is 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So as you go and fill it, dude, my camera is just on wig mode, bro. It's like just wants to keep freaking focusing on bullshit. I have to keep activating and deactivating it. No. So as you set it into the 1 position, and you kind of let go, and you go to grab it again, it is now firmly rigid. It is rigid in place as it holds.
I'll make my way to platform 1 now.
Okay. At this point, Brother Valdis, you make your way across the bridge and go to that other gemstone, and do you press it in?
Yes.
As you press it in, the wall itself lowers, and the wall that you guys came into reseats into the space above. As it... And the path forward out of this room does continue on.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn, that's easy.
I shine my light down at what do I see?
You shine your light down this pathway. It is another long kind of rectangular room. In the middle of the left and right wall, you do see gemstones, and then on the far right wall, kind of like a kind of diagonal kind of built wall, there is a gemstone leading further in.
I'll turn around and head to the platform.
Okay. Tiberius, you did see the wall recess, if you would like to do anything with that. And then Tabix, what are you doing at platform 1? Or sorry, podium 1.
pull the lever towards the center of the room till it fills to 4.
Okay, so as you go and pull the, as you pull it kind of towards the, towards you as the water rushes into 4, and you let it go, the lever stays rigid, and at which point you hear a, and the floor beneath you drops out, and you fall.
Oh.
You all hear this noise, and see that kind of middle space where all 3 of the kind of podiums kind of almost create this kind of central kind of dead middle spacing of the floor, kind of in a circular kind of segment. It just gives out, and Tabix falls to the floor.
I'm gonna run over to the hole.
Okay, as you run over to the hole, it is just dark and black.
Is it sheer?
However, as you
can I
can
see
hear,
walls on it?
you can hear the rushing of water, and you're relatively close to Tabix. As you're rushing, you can see him kind of. Are you yelling, or are you just falling with dignity?
Falling with dignity.
Okay, you're just like shit as you're falling, and you can see that like there's almost like it's almost like a cyclone, a whirlwind, or sorry, a whirlpool. As like there's water kind of on. There's water that's on this kind of on the walls of this like kind of cylindrical kind of pitfall, but as it gets farther and farther down, the water gets more intense, and it is more, there's more depth to it, and there's just, and then you can see at the very bottom where this whirlpool kind of is existing at the very base. As Tabix, you fall. It's far though. It's probably about 60-70 feet as you're falling. Dallin, you see him.
Am I falling to the whirlpool?
You're falling into the whirlpool, yes. Or towards it, yes. Okay. You can see like the rushing of water kind of going around you as you're like almost like in the middle of this like cyclone. It's kind of cool amidst the terror and cheer.
Wait, so he's falling like 60 feet to water or
yes.
60 feet down water?
So it's a weird kind of in between. Like the water is encompassing him, but it's not so thick towards the top that he's in it, but he's almost falling through the water as the cyclone builds up and gets more and more, and at the very bottom you can see where it's kind of all come together and it's just like whirling and caressing and coalescing.
Hey, Tabix needs help. I'm gonna yell at everyone else.
You hit the water, and Dallin, you see a splash of water as he hits the bottom.
Is it too hard for me to do anything?
I'm not gonna get to you. I'm gonna let these other party members figure out what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna activate my.
If before I was doing that, I was very confident in my puzzle solving.
Dude, you killed that. Dude, you killed that shit. You killed that.
I factor it into it.
That you killed it.
Down the wrong route.
You killed it.
Please give me this. Please give me this.
No, this man said. This man. I give this man 30 seconds. He said, "I know what I need to do."
Don't kill a man. Don't kill a man after clutching that hard.
Dude, he did it. Dude, Tiberius was like, "Bro, my mind," and Tabix was like, "Beep boop boop," which I think is kind of funny because Tiberius has like severe PTSD and trauma, and his mental health is very low. Tabix is fresh-eyed. He's an intellectual with all of his learning.
Fresh-eyed engineer.
All right, what are y'all doing? Sorry, continue. This is a dire situation.
I'm activating my spider climb boots, and I'm
rushing over there.
I jump in the water.
Okay.
Find the outside down.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I can use the restroom real quick.
Sounds good.
Dude's gonna piss in the pool.
So you go ahead and you turn your terrain boots on. I will say that terrain boots, as you activate them. Actually, as you're activating them, Tiberius just goes straight down into. Do you say anything when you jump, Tiberius?
Nope.
All right. Okay. Oh shit! You just jump in after you.
I don't even say that. I just like jump in.
Okay, you mentally say oh shit. As you jump in, Dallin, you turn on your terrain boots and you start to kind of make your way through. But even with the terrain, as they grip onto the sides, the water is difficult, and it starts to, as you get further and further down, it does start to get more and more difficult. I will say, as you're looking down, you can't see Tabix or Tiberius as they both into the water below.
I would like to use Mage Hand to pull out a torch, and I would like to light it.
Okay, you light it. Brother Volus, what are you doing?
And
I rush over, and I don't jump in.
Okay.
Bro, do a
That would be foolish.
No, that's called not being a pussy.
I jump in there and land on Eric's head.
All 700 pounds.
It's like 1,200.
All right, what are you doing, brother
12
Valdez?
pounds.
I'm sitting to the top looking down. My light won't shine that far, will it?
Your light is pretty intense, my guy.
Tiberius just fucking jumps in there.
He does, yes. Suzvetha at this point is now kind of rushed over and what happened? What happened? Where'd they go?
I think he figured out what's going on, or maybe he did it wrong. I don't know. And then he fell down into the pit. Oh wait, I'm climbing in. Wait, I'm not saying anything to him.
Yeah, brother Valdez. He's like trying to listen as the water whooshing around.
Engineer Tabix solved some sort of puzzle. The floor opened up.
Oh. Honest, he looks down. I mean, if I've learned anything from this labyrinth, that is usually a good thing. Usually you don't solve puzzles and then die. I think we should probably go down there.
I know Valdez has the bag, right?
Valdez has the bag, yes.
I'm gonna yell up, pull out a rope. Hey, Brother Valdez, pull out a rope.
Suzvetha, I honestly, he's yelling it. I honestly think that we should probably just go down. I don't.
Is he never gonna jump in and not be a bitch, or is he gonna just jump in?
Is the water still flowing into it, or it's just like a consistent torrent, or
it's a consistent torrent.
Be draining?
No. It's just a consistent torrent. Like, there is no fluctuation or deviation of its power or strength. I think honestly, I think we should just commit. I mean, I have solved obviously. I have solved a bunch of different kind of puzzles and things like that, even just to get here. And usually, if you solve them, that means you don't die. So I think we should probably head down.
Well, who knows if he's dead or not? And I'll keep climbing down.
There's only one way to find out. He does a gainer.
He does a fucking gainer.
Let me roll acrobatics. Natural 20. That motherfucker gainers.
He does
gainers off the gainers state.
Bro, he gainers. Suzvetha just double backflip, dude. Gainers into the pit.
Okay, well,
Natural 20.
I can't top that, so I'll just climb down.
There's no climbing. The only way that you climb down is if you have terrain boots, like old boy right here. So
all right, well, I'll just jump in feet first.
Sounds good. As you just
fucking big boy Lenny coming down the tube.
Big boy Lenny on the block, my guy.
On the
sticks. 16.
16 for what? For cannonball? Like what?
For a cannonball. Bro.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you hit it. Talon, it's just you.
Yep, I'm climbing down. I'll reach the water, and then I'll probably just like hop off the wall and then dive in.
What the fuck?
All right, you hop off the wall and you dive in. Now, Tavix. Before I get to this, do y'all want to take a break, or do y'all want to keep going?
Let's keep going.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep going. So
I'm good to go.
All right, so as you go ahead and you make your way through this water, as you hit the water, you hit it and you felt the impact of it, and all of a sudden you're kind of floating there, kind of getting whipped around a little bit, and then all of a sudden you start getting drug kind of towards the bottom, like almost like a force is pulling you through, and you're kind of holding your breath, and you're kind of sinking and sinking, probably for about 10-15 seconds before you feel your feet all of a sudden hit air, and you're like, what? And as your body gets ripped through, and you now go make me an acrobatics check to see if you can just stick a thing here.
I do try to stabilize with my arm if I can as I hit the ground.
Okay.
Plus and then minus a bunch of things is gonna be plus nothing. Damn. 11.
11? I would say that's enough. You just kind of, and then even with your arm, you kind of almost cling on to like this kind of to the ceiling. All of a sudden, as you kind of grab on, it grips, and you kind of you kind of hang there for a second, and then you see that you're now in a chamber, in a rectangular chamber, and there's floor beneath you. And it's probably only about a 12-foot drop, about 10, 12. No, as you look up, there's just water, and you're like, okay, you drop down, you onto the floor. You just kind of look up, and there are sconces in here There are sconces. There's 4, one on each wall, kind of lighting up this space. The purplish kind of flame emitting from it. You see that there is it is done up kind of like the parlor when you first got in here. There's a nice kind of red carpet, kind of nice stone along the walls. And directly in front of you, there's a big ass chest.
I open it with no hesitation.
Oh yeah.
Mimic.
Green gets the best of me. I don't check for traps or anything.
Dude, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Oh boy.
Dude, these guys.
This is how many healing potions I find.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Modifier.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a lot of dice for me. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a d100.
Oh, first D100 roll ever.
What the hell?
I've been rolling
And
D100. I don't even know what
First
00
and
stands
last.
for on a D100. I got 40. And then what? Do I roll a D10?
Hold on.
You're supposed to roll both the D100 and the D10. at the
That
same
makes
time.
sense.
What?
Okay.
Why? Oh, I.
45.
Oh, 45. Okay.
One's
Yeah.
the
And
single
then you
digit.
take whatever you get on the dice or on the
45.
tens and add it to the hundreds.
Bro, you pull out a 1911.
All right, go ahead and roll me another
45
d100.
All right. That is a. So if I get a 50 and then a 10, that's 60, right?
No, that's 50. Like so, if you get a 5 and on the d100 and you get a 10, that's a 0. Does that make sense? Because it can only go up to 9, and then but if you roll the
Yeah,
6, it'd be
okay,
60.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so that'd be a
So
50.
does the double 0 on the D100 count as 100?
Yes.
No, it should be.
It should be 0 because you can't roll.
Yeah, it should be 0.
And, like, a
So
9.
like it's weird. Like a d100, like I
So
don't
yeah,
think
you
can-
add the D10. You add
But then I can never
you
get
add the
above.
D10 to the D100.
I
Because then you
never
can
roll
roll a
100.
10 and a 90, and
Yo.
then you can get 100. While also rolling a
Oh.
0 and a 1 and getting 1.
Then I got 60.
Okay. Okay.
This is the first time
What
I've used
is
the
happening?
Trust.
100.
It works. It works. Trust.
Yo, hey, trust them, bro. Trust them. What am I looking at? Here you go. Okay.
The only way to get 60
These are
would be
a lot of
that.
numbers. This better not be damage. He's
Dude,
making
you're
me
about to
roll
take
damage.
so much damage. Roll another d100 for me.
Oh Jesus! I'm not keeping track of these.
fine.
24.
24. Okay. Roll another d100 for me.
Bro, what the?
Damn. This is all
Jesus.
damage to the
Dude,
party.
holy shit.
39.
Corey's getting teleported to 3 different places and suffering 3 different deep strike mishaps.
Oh my god.
I solved the puzzle to my death.
Dude, you almost had to roll on a deep strike.
So
mishap table, bro.
as you lift the chest, there is a you're like as you go to and then you go lift, you're like, oh wait, there's latches. And you go ahead and you pull one latch down, and as you pull one latch down, there's like almost like a sparkle of arcane energy, and you're like, cool. You pull the other latch down, there's like another sparkle of arcane energy. As you flip open the lid, there is 4,500 copper pieces.
Damn, you just know that off rip?
6,000 silver pieces, 2,400 gold pieces, and 78 platinum. Now, I say that only because that's why you rolled all those. But what you see, Tabix, you see a heaping pile of just coins and money as it starts to spill over this chest. And it's like bottom up. Like you open it, you're like, wow, it's like glowing kind of gold, like a cliche kind of movie. You're like, whoa, and then it just and like the money just starts to fill the chest as it starts to pour out and over as it starts to clatter against the floor.
Nice. I'm gonna use my arm, and I'm gonna like hit away a seat. I want to make a seat and just sit and wait for other people to fall.
Okay, as you go ahead and you just start to disperse the coins, you kind of get yourself kind of like snugged up within it, and then all of a sudden,
Wait, never mind.
all of a sudden, Tiberius, you're kind of drifting through the water, and then all of a sudden, your feet hit air, your lower half hits air. It's kind of cold on your bits, and then all of a sudden, you fall through the floor. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Hold
Got
on.
a
It's crazy.
9.
9. You just kind of hit the ground, kind of twinge something in your ankle. Kind of sucks, but you hit the ground. Nothing too bad. And as you kind of kind of look up. You see the similar interior space of this room, and you just see Tabix sitting on a chest that is full of loot.
I kind of smile and I said, "Where'd you get all that? Where'd you get that big loot stack?"
I got it from the chest captain. I hope this makes up for my shitty landing.
Be careful. I'm so
Can we
confused.
get that out of him?
Can I roll perception on the room?
You can roll perception on the room, yeah.
I got 24.
What are you looking for?
Like, what else is in the room?
Yeah, I mean, you see the sconces lighting up the interior space. You see this chest kind of offset slightly from the central area of the room. You look up, you can see the kind of weird-looking, watery kind of shimmer to the entrance that you got spit out in. And then also behind you, kind of in the back, from where you're facing the back left corner, you can see kind of these kind of slightly kind of glowing runes in the back left corner. Kind of in like a multi kind of layered circle, kind of going back and forth until they hit like a central kind of small middle point, and they kind of just illuminate on the floor, kind of slightly recessed into the ground, but not by much.
Is there another door?
Yeah, there's another door directly behind you. There's a door out of here. Another gem.
I go up to the runes.
Okay, you go over to the runes. Are you gonna like step on? So there's a clear like kind of. So the clear circle being made by this like kind of recessed runes on the floor. Are you stepping on it? Or are you just looking at it?
I step on it.
Oh, we're just full of all sorts of good ideas. Okay. You step on it, and Tabix, you're sitting there, and you're looking over at Tiberius doing his thing, and then as you step on it, you bamf out of existence.
Oh shit!
My eyes get wide.
All right. Who is next? Oh, Subetha. Subetha then now kind of goes and he goes and he lands. Let's see if he can match his natural 20. No, that's much worse.
No more.
He snaps his neck on the down. Dies on him.
Point of a gainer,
Apex watches me disappear and then watches Subetha just die. In like a span of like 10 seconds.
I go from like pure happiness on the gold to just pure depression.
Just immediate, like, what the hell is
Subetha lands
happening?
and fucking Valdis lands on top of him and just crushes him.
No, but he does fall, and he's not expecting. He does end up like hitting the ground, not impacting or embracing correctly, and you can hear the loud like hit of his knee onto the stone. He's like shit, as he kind of has to nurse himself, and then as he looks up and is like, what the fuck?
Quick, step on that stone.
Wait, why? Wait, which one?
Just do it.
Which one?
That rune right there.
Which
point
one?
at it.
Yeah, the teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. What the fuck?
He says, "Quick, go die."
Wait, what the?
5.
5? No.
All right,
no.
bitch. I go and step on it.
You leave your chest?
Yeah.
Okay, you go over to the ruins and you step on it, and Subetha's like, wait, hold on. And as you go and you step on it, poof, you're gone.
Just viscera everywhere.
It's like a puff of kind of arcane, kind of like bluish kind of smoke as you just deapparate. Since none of you are with Subetha, there's a moment of pause. There's a moment of pause before Valdis, you now, as you land into the space, your hulking form does not need to roll. You just land and you just exist as a huge entity. You kind of hear the ground crack a little bit as you. At which point, as you kind of as you look up and you look around the room, you see Subetha kind of off to like the back left corner, kind of looking at these kind of strange runes on the ground. You see a fucking huge ass chest full of money, kind of like dispersed weird, like almost looks like there's like a butt, kind of like a butt imprint in the coins. A butt print. Coins are scattered along the ground. Yep.
Is it standard protocol to bring back money?
I mean, it's not
I
not
like
standard
money.
protocol to bring back money.
Do you care about
there-
money, Brother Valdez?
Is there a use for money?
Yeah, there's
Do I
like
know
like
of
you get
course.
so you get paid like I'll reemphasize this. You get paid after missions. You get paid money and you get paid in tokens from the Inquisition. Tokens are used as like an in organization currency to kind of allow. It's like a merit kind of system where like the more tokens you have, it means obviously the more you've done for the organization. It's like a
Company
stipend.
script.
It's like a stipend, right? So that way you can and certain things will cost like armory things will cost tokens for to like augment your armor, because obviously they're not just going to waste a bunch of resources on pieces of shit who don't actually complete missions or do anything beneficial. So that way you get these credits and then you can spend them. But real life money, you guys go above onto the surface. You guys aren't hard locked into the bunker. Like, you can go to markets and stuff and buy shit, especially in Magdomus. Like, if you go up far enough, dude, there's some crazy magical items and vendors and stuff. So,
Would the bag of holding be able to hold the money?
let me look. I think the bag of holding has a weight limit,
I thought it was like a space limit,
or is this space limit? I think it's a 500 pounds. And you know that this is definitely a lot more than 500 pounds.
It was a couple pounds.
But at the very least, you can see that the coins are a mixture of copper, silver, gold, and you can see just scattered in there, like briefly, you can see there is platinum in there as well, which is obviously worth it.
Not all of it. Not all of it fits in the chest.
No.
It very much doesn't fit in the
Is this
chest.
what you're only concerned about? You have half your party's not there, but Todd's like,
I
how do
will
take
say,
the money?
Dalton, as he's investigating here, not moving, you're going to make an acrobatics check not to smash into this dude.
Hey, hold up! I got my terrain boots.
But you're falling through, and there is no surface for you to be able to grapple onto. Your feet go first through the water, so you're like dangling above the water, and you're now being slurped through as you're about to now fall.
I just jumped in. I didn't necessarily jump like down into the center of the hole. I was just jumping into the water. I was hoping to like control my descent into it.
Yeah, but the water pulled you. Like there was a force that drifted you down. Yeah, it wasn't like you were like swimming. It was like you hit the water and then whoop, and you started getting drugged.
Okay, look, that was me as a player. Me as a character, I will ask Suvetha. I will say, where did they go?
Tabix went through or stepped onto these ruins, and he would just disappeared. I have not seen Tiberius. I don't know where he is, and now. And then he points up as Dallin. You're like slipping through. Go and make an acrobatics check.
Oh, bad. 7.
You land right on top of Brother Valdez. You both take a point of bludgeoning damage as you just bludgeon each other on the entry. But that's it. So as you guys are now kind of in this space.
I'll say stand up and let's go.
Where are we going?
Through the portal.
There's a portal?
I mean, if you aren't taking any of this money, I am. As he walks over to the chest and starts shoveling it into his bag, he starts like just fucking, not like a bunch. He's like obviously trying to pick through some of the better coins. Like he tries not to like. He
goes for the gold and platinum.
Well, like it's all intermingled, so it's not like he can just grab. It's not like layered. It's like if he's grabbing some gold and like he could like pick out the gold, but there's coppered, so everything's mixed in. So he's like kind of shoveling where there's heavy concentrations of gold and whatnot, but it's not like he's gonna be getting all sorts of different materials.
I always figured platinum pieces were like triangular.
There's a photo of them in the book, but yeah, I mean they all have a different like shapes and size or different like they vary slightly in size and then shapes as well. So,
are any of them chocolate coins?
You can start figuring it out if you like to start chomping.
Yeah, bite into it.
That's actually what I eat as a character. I eat platinum pieces.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Well, what are you guys doing? As two of your party members,
I'm going through the portal.
They went through the portal.
Wait, you should.
What?
No, I don't want a meta game, but you should make sure that Suvetha comes with us.
Anyway, so Valderalus, you go ahead and you make your way through the portal. You deapparate.
I told
okay.
Dallin to get. I said like stand up, and then I'll say we must go quickly.
All right.
That's
There we go.
actually crazy to DM that I just gave you thousands of dollars and literally no one fucking takes
Well, we can't realistically like keep it.
You have a bag of holding.
You
Okay,
can put all of it in there.
No. You already went through. I said this because you already went through. There's no retconning. I'm just saying that's crazy that literally you guys already went through.
So you want me to be a money grubber while Tabix is stuck in the gelatinous cube melting away?
I mean,
But you don't know if we're in danger at all.
That's why I'm leaving.
All right.
Wait, but
That's
wait, someone grab Suvetha. Don't
No,
let
that's
him
meta.
stay
That's
there.
meta. Literally,
We're
both of you go through the portal. Both deoperate.
Yeah.
Damn it.
The last thing you see is Subetha just shoveling
Bro,
coins
Sylvester does not want to be
into his
alone. I
bag.
think we're fine.
Okay, so real quick, Tabix, real quick, as you Tiberius, you all of a sudden get just like you blink, and all of a sudden there's a prompt, a mental prompt, in this split second of time, and it's almost asking you, which exit are you wanting to go to? Do you want to go to the one that you just came from, or you want to go to the opposite side of the chamber?
Like, what do you mean opposite side of the chamber? Like the one
So
I was
like
in?
no. So I'm talking about like there's a mental prompt, like something that's prompting you to like basically make a choice on whether you and you kind of like discerns through just strange arcane means. Like, do you want to reappear or apparate or whatever at the entrance that you guys started at, or do you want to go to the exit that you're searching for through this chamber? Basically, it's gonna send.
Oh,
you
I want to go to the exit.
Okay, so you're going further deeper into the labyrinth, not where you started. Okay, so yeah,
Deeper.
there was a mental prompt at a split second of time, and all of a sudden you appear, and you are now kind of facing a gemstone wall in a similar space that you kind of entered in at. However, as you look around, you turn around, you can see that the hold on, let me make sure I'm not misspeaking.
Say it!
Hold on. I gotta find my map. Okay, I was right. Yeah. So as you go ahead and as you turn around, you can see that there is a similar kind of hallway that you guys entered in on, where there's a transitional kind of groove from where this space transitions back to this kind of furnished stone. There is a sconce similar to the one that you guys had when you entered in on the opposite side, and then there is like an L kind of hallway as you go straight, and it cuts to the left, I believe.
I go left.
Okay, you want to start making your way toward the hall, or down the hall?
Yeah.
Briefly after that, you hear a as now Tabix is now standing in this. You're in the space as well as you're now facing this gem wall.
did I
Sorry.
not get a mental
Sorry,
choice?
you got a prompt. Would you like to go back to the entrance, or would you like to go to where you guys are
Wait.
headed?
Is it the entrance of the room we were just in?
No, it is like the entrance to the maze. It is prompting you on whether you want to exit, like go further into the labyrinth, or if go back the way you came. Like there's two kind of choices here. It is not leading you back into the maze of any sort. It is either one exit or the other.
Because I know the entrance of the maze is safe, I would do the entrance of the maze.
Fuck.
All right.
Rookie mistake. SMH.
Okay. So as you
I figured that's what my captain would do, because he wants to be safe.
okay.
That's
Does
why.
he?
That's why you just stepped through the portal without even asking it. Without thinking.
Yeah. So you apparate, and now you are standing in a space, and you see the wall in front of you. See the wall to the left and the right, and it is. You look around briefly, and you are now at the entrance that you entered into. No Tiberius in sight.
I start to retrace our footsteps.
Okay. The other.
Give me a history check. Tori.
Yeah,
Look at
you're
it
gonna.
written
Yeah,
down.
that's gonna.
I mean, it's all we went to the left every time, so it shouldn't be that hard.
We'll
for me to
see.
But
remember.
you're not.
We'll see.
But is he at the
We'll see.
But is he at the entrance of like the entire labyrinth, like where we did the short rest? Like,
Oh, wait.
Oh no. He's at the entrance to the maze. He's.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, imagine that'd be pretty sick.
I was
wouldn't
like,
it?
I'm not doing that skull room again.
This man says, "I'll wait here."
I wouldn't have done that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
Yeah, no. So anyway, kind of shortly after, let me just go ahead and pull up something real quick. Okay, so shortly after Tiberius, you're kind of walking down the hall, and then you hear as Brother Valdis apparates.
But they need to make a decision.
Oh shit, you're right. I apologize. Brother Valdis, you get a prompting. Entrance or exit? Technically, it prompts you, and they're both technically entrances or exits, but I'm just for simplicity.
Entrance or exit?
Yeah, it's prompting you to go in the direction in which you already kind of are familiar with, or to go to the opposite end where you are unaware of.
Actually, I'm gonna wait at the entrance. I'm not gonna go forward yet.
Okay.
I figure everyone else would be making the same choice.
I will go to the familiar spot.
Okay. You apparate and you see Tabix.
You guys are like
at the
challenged.
You see Tabix at the entrance.
Oh, we leave the loot room through a portal where there's no other doors.
There was a door.
There was a door.
You're challenged.
Donald, what are you doing?
I would definitely go to the exit.
Okay, so you go through and you.
Someone intelligent has arrived.
We're continuing the mission, so I'm gonna go to the exit of this room.
Yeah. So you go ahead and you kind of apparate Tiberius. You hear this. You look back and you see Dahlin. Which is strange because Dahlin was the one you had not seen in the room, so you assume Tabix would have been there, but now you have Dahlin.
Yeah, I'm like,
tall as Goliath.
Dahlin, where's the rest of the party?
Are you telling me Brother Valdis isn't over here?
No, only you've come through.
Oh, motherfucker.
I assumed everyone would want to get to the end of the maze.
Is that what? That's what that was.
I love the RP, guys. I love that shit. I love the RP.
All right, what is this room? what's in here?
Well, based on the logic of the servitor, hopefully, if we keep going to the left, we'll eventually run into it and can continue forward and hopefully, find our colleagues.
That is, if we're still in the labyrinth.
Yeah, no, I have no clue where we are. So.
Do we see any more of the gemstones?
You see, yeah. When you apparated. And before you even heard Tiberius, you saw a gemstone in front of you, and there's a single wall.
Okay. So wait, what? There's only one wall in this room?
Yeah, there's only one wall with a gemstone. There's a hallway in construction, but unlike the entrance, there was no left and right. There's just one.
You're in a 2D space.
All right, I say we see what's out there, then probably sit tight.
Yeah, but let's scout out this area and maybe they'll
because
reappear.
we understand that the other option was the start of the maze, right?
You do understand
basically where they are.
Yes, yeah. There was a prompt. It was like choose, and you're like, oh shit, and then you went.
Well, I asked you like, so did the other people, did the rest of the party go through the portal?
I saw Brother Valdis go through. He's told me everyone. Tabix went through.
Well, yeah, I assume they're at the beginning, so hopefully they'll I trust them, I guess.
You see Zuvetha.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! As he turns around.
So
it looks like we're down a couple, huh? And you can see like a couple of coins like fall out of his bag. He's like it's like sitting pretty heavy. He's like kind of like you haven't seen Zuvetha smile. And he's kind of like smirking.
I look at Zuvetha. That's not gonna weigh you down.
I'm gonna say,
I only took the more precious of coins, and I'm hoping that at the very least this will be a starting fund for when I get to the material plane.
All that platinum coin. That's an easy way to start a new life. Anyone could with that much coin.
Yeah, hopefully. All this.
No, it's like Eric pulls out his gun, bro. Robs his ass.
The other two, I'm assuming, did not make the choice to come here, which is always fun. I will.
Go
ahead.
In my defense,
they don't recruit. They don't recruit based off purely
He
intelligence.
kind of laughs. He kind of laughs and he kind of pulls some of that because he consistently has like hair kind of in his face, whether it's like covering one eye or portions of it. And he kind of brushes off.
I
the
do
side.
respect the RP from my brothers.
Bro, we are literally the brains of the party. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
But as you guys go ahead and
retard.
as you guys
Hey, whoa.
hey, as you guys go around the corner, you do see it's like almost like 5 feet directly around the corner. You do see another set of double doors, similar to the ones that kind of have traversed you through different rooms. You do see a set of those.
I just look at Dahl and like give a stare of seeing how you feel about going through these doors.
I'm looking done a little bit done.
Was done.
I'm like, fuck it.
All right, well, let's
Fuck it, we ball.
let's go through. I don't think we should go too far.
No, I look at Dahl and say, let's just go. I want to clear the space. If we're gonna camp out here waiting for them, I want to know like what's around here. You know.
Yeah, let's get a foothold. I'll be point on door as he opens it.
Okay.
Okay. Brother Valdis and Tabix, you guys both make history checks for me. For simplicity, I'm not gonna have you guys do the maze unless you're like, we should go right now. Then you will have to navigate.
We should wait. Brother Valdis.
What is
Where is anyone else coming? Were you the last? What happened over there? I guess I don't know what's happening.
Dahl and Suvetha followed behind me. But judging that they did not appear here, I would say they're not coming.
Well, most likely they'll be coming. They just go back and jump in the portal and come back to us. 20-second adventure for them, and we all adventure together forward.
To re-emphasize, there was a prompt. You guys do know that there was like 2 choices. You guys know that either they're here or they're there.
Well, and they would just need to open their door, right? And they could teleport again. Because if they open the door back, jump down the whirlpool, teleport.
You don't know. I mean, shit, they don't even know. Like, they saw a door in front of them, but they didn't open it. They don't know where that goes. They don't know if it goes back.
You're really special, Corey.
Well, I would want the party to get grouped up, and that would be the fastest way to group up, in my mind.
Well, there was 2 options, assuming that they took the second one and were at the entrance. We will probably need to meet up with them.
When we have the option of the exit, is the exit just the next door from that room?
No, it was prompting you on whether, like, it was split second. It wasn't like super in depth, but it was like which entrance / exit do you want to go to? Like, do you want to go back? And you guys kind of knew. And like I said, it's hard to actually like articulate. It was like a subconscious kind of like make a choice, and you made a choice. And I guess
it's not
we got a cheat code that was like we can teleport to the exit of where we want to go or the entrance.
Oh, I thought it was just the next door. You can teleport back up.
I mean, it's okay though. It's okay
we
because
turned on no clip.
It's okay because RP wise, it was a split second choice, and so I think it would have made sense. Like it wasn't like a loading screen Skyrim spin the statue. No, it was like do it. And you're like, oh shit, and you're like okay, and you just did what
Half-Life pause.
Funny comparison.
Oh,
Spin the statue.
And going forward would make the most sense.
Yes. So I think it's fair. I don't think. I mean, obviously, it kind of sucks because you're here now. But I think it made sense because it wasn't like a sit there and do. It was like a what do you want to do? And you were like safer than sorry. Other people, I mean, shit. Literally, Tiberius went through that portal in 0.5 seconds of being in that room. So it's like. There's some interesting choices going on, but you guys can make history checks to navigate through into the maze, and as long as you roll high enough, it won't, it shouldn't take too long.
I got a 13.
Seeing at, do you want to cast guidance on yourself?
I cast guidance on myself.
Do you want to use your point of inspiration?
Can I use the help?
You can use the help action. Yeah, if you want to use that.
I'm at 16 now.
If you want to roll with advantage and take if it's a higher one, you can because he's using the help action.
Ooga booga.
I rolled a 2, so I'm still at 16.
16? Okay. I mean, you guys did not... I mean, I would say to kind of play into the fact that a lot of you were trying to take notes, which I will commend, and I do like that, so it kind of makes sense like your characters were kind of doing something similar as well. 16, easy enough. It's a little bit confusing, but you guys did take a pretty linear path. It was like, hey, if we can't go left, we go left in a different way. So you guys kept to it. It doesn't take you very long. It's probably, you're just... a lot of noise. I will say... Yeah, you just hear it's just loud reverberation. It kind of starts to strain your ears because it's just like so much sound coming consistently as you guys are kind of rushing back through. It takes you only about, I'd say, 5-10 minutes to get through, maybe a little bit longer. But you guys are kind of running, kind of going at a quicker pace. You guys do find that room again. However, the room is reset.
Well, I say we do this again so we can grab some of that loot. And we're unsure what the next door might hold.
If the room resets, we might be able to assume that the room down there would too. Could be different if we jump down the hole.
Could. We could take a look at the next door. Maybe they're just behind the next door. Should we open it?
I opened it, there was a hallway.
Oh. I wonder if the puzzle's the same. I want to go look at the plaque that was read.
The puzzle's the exact same.
Oh.
With how this place is, we could assume either way.
Wouldn't take you very long to redo it. I mean, you just have to, and you'll be good if you want to do that.
I think we should redo the puzzle. That's where everyone else went.
Very well.
I'll do that.
All right, you do it real quick. Like you hit it. I will say this does help you because Tavix, you did the puzzle. Nobody else really attempted it. So if it was anybody else, I would have been like, do you remember what he said?
I had it.
But you do manage to do it quick enough, and then you drop through. Similar experience. You do fall back into the treasure room. The chest is still full. Or okay, I will say you see some some different sections that have been like pulled out, and like you see that some of the chest contents have been taken, but it's still the same, right? It has not the room itself has not reset or anything. So,
Brother Valda, should we take some of that loot? I believe you're capable of carrying much more than I am.
Since we're here,
It will take some time to try to pick out the platinum coins.
okay. How long are you wanting to take?
I'll set the. I was kind of set the bag down. Does
5 minutes.
The bag of holding, is it affected by how much you can hold or no?
No, it is not.
Because the bag of holding doesn't weigh anything, right?
It weighs like a standard bag, yeah. But you guys have a bigger, larger one, which all that really does, and I will say, because you have a larger one, there is a little bit of a size difference because of the arcane imbuements, but it's not like anything super crazy. It's probably like 750 pounds total. It is larger though, so you can fit bigger things in it, but it's not the weight. The weight is probably about only 250 more pounds than what it was originally.
Could I pull my smaller bags out of my larger bag and attach them to the outside?
How many smaller bags would you reasonably have attached to or inside the bag of holding?
I figured we'd have one or couple.
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to jerry rig something, that's fine.
Because I have.
Let's say you probably have. I'd probably say you probably have like 2 more.
You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and weight. You can push, drag, or lift.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, you probably have 1 or 2 extra spare bags in there, so you guys can take the time to kind of fill those up and then like attach them to. Now, obviously, you don't have any sort of attaching capability. It's not like Molly. You can't like Molly web that shit to the side of it, but you can just.
Why can't it be? I have a thunder hammer.
Yo, wait, why hasn't the Inquisition developed Molly?
Bro, they haven't developed Molly yet, bro. Sorry.
That's what we're trying to find right now. That's what this is.
That's what's contained.
That
is what's contained. How long? How many minutes do you guys want to spend in here?
I think no more than 5.
It's like 5 minutes. 10,
Dude,
20,
what the
30.
fuck is this, Todd?
I would just like to. I would just like to say it is. By the time you guys finish this, it's like 5 or so minutes. By the time you guys get back and you go through the portal, and you guys are now at the other end.
There was a door down there, right?
There was a door. There was a door leading out. Yes. Actually, there are 2 doors. I apologize. There are 2 doors. There is one in front, like behind the chest, offset to the right slightly, and then there's one behind you from where you fell in.
Brother Valdis, I know we should probably regroup, and I'm assuming they're at the end of this maze. Fingers crossed they have not moved. However, should we maybe open these doors to see what's on the other side? This is, I believe, some sort of reward. I would expect only good things behind these doors.
Assuming they're at the end of the maze, why would we wait here?
There could be, I mean,
I'll be
just
back in a
as you've
second.
seen, there's billions of dollars in front of us. There could be equally pleasurable rewards behind these doors. For example, your mom.
Damn.
I say my mother is long dead.
I
Damn.
retract my statement. Would you like to open one of these doors?
Roll persuade. Can I have him roll persuasion?
Yeah. If you want to roll persuasion to determine if your character would do it, roll persuasion, and if you want to, you can give advantage or disadvantage if you want. Like this is a totally in-house. If you guys want to determine this on your own.
I give you persuasion with disadvantage.
Jesus, I rolled a 4. I got in mental math 5.
We should not linger here longer than we should. We must proceed with the mission.
Is there a button? Is one of the doors right next to the teleport?
There is actually. There's like the teleport right here, and like there's one of the gems kind of about 10 feet away to the left on the wall.
Okay. All right. I'll go step on the teleporter.
All right. He said, "Segue up."
Slightly reluctantly.
He jumps. No.
I actually pull bolt open the teleporter.
He said, "Damn, there could be treasure or certain doom." I take that gamble.
I would just like to say,
in our wrap up, I'm gonna have to know what's behind those doors, Jared. So you better have that written down.
Yes,
you better have
sir.
that written down.
Yes, sir.
Do you really want to know?
I'm gonna tell you everything in the wrap up. Don't let you worry. So,
okay. Oh yeah, we go through.
I would just like to emphasize that you guys now going through the portal and getting the prompt and going through the appropriate one that your rest of your compatriots has gone through. It has been 20 or so minutes.
Short rest.
So,
they all heal.
No. So depending on what these other two are doing, it can get real fucking weird. I need the two of you to go to the secret
Roll
chat.
initiative.
Who's the two?
I need
and
Tiberius and Dolan to go to the secrets.
Oh,
to go to the secrets with
spicy.
friends.
Sorry, boys.
Ah, shit.
I would love. Oh,
Imagine.
unfortunately, I don't know why I never assumed that I was going to be doing secrets with more than just one person. So I don't have the setup for the stream, which is something that I'll have to figure out at some point. But that's okay. Let me go ahead and just. Eric doesn't even have his doesn't even have his thing on, so that's okay. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, can you turn your guys' cameras on? Pull up a little. Oh, it's on the other side of this. Okay, I can just click you. Is it not? Discord oh, I don't have it with secrets with friends. Hold on. There we go. All right. We'll just make this work for now. Apologies for the stream. We'll figure that out again, or we'll figure that out at a later date. But everything working? Okay. So, well, first of all, you went through first, right, Dolan? The door, yeah. I know, but it's a. Okay, so you kind of pull the door open, you kind of get teleported through, and then the door. Out of your you try to hold the door open, but as he goes through, the door is ripped out of your hand and just closes. So you have to reopen it, go through. Suvetha will go through thirdly. As you all make your way through, Dolan, you kind of shield up as you go through, and the doors open and spit you all out kind of individually. You are in a similar hallway to the first connecting that you guys went through from the parlor to the actual first room. You're now in a similar one, kind of a longer kind of longer kind of rectangular hallway here. You the ground, the floor, everything around you almost emulates like a nighttime sky with the stars kind of twinkling and whatnot. Kind of this, yeah. You're in a hallway. It's like the connecting one, like you guys first went through. Remember when you guys went through the? Yeah, it's almost identical to that. As you guys and on the far end of this hall, you do see like the kind of arch wall. You do see the kind of faintly, especially Tiberius, because you've seen this before. You see like the runes kind of indicating the kind of the on like the kind of door frame above it. You guys all see this. Are you guys crossing all the way through? Oh, it's making athletics against either an athletics or acrobatics. Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics, or both. You can choose. You got whoever. You gonna make an athletics or an acrobatics? 27. Yeah, so Tiberius, you say, you just start walking across, say you're going, and Dallin just grabs you, and he is obviously a Goliath. He is a couple of feet taller than you, massive frame, largely built. He grabs you, and you're like, you try to like kind of worm your way out of it, but his grip on you is like an iron clasp. Oh, fucking shit. What leveled spell are you about to hit your teammate with? Oh, that's a 4th level? When you cast a spell using a spell slot at 5th or higher, the radius of the sphere increases by 5. It wouldn't really do anything directly to affect him if you wanted to cast it at a higher level. The spell assaults and twists creatures' minds, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled actions. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. Okay. You have to make a saving throw for me. It is going to be, I think, a wisdom saving throw. What is your DC? Oh, also Suvetha has to as well. He's within the. Okay. Ooh, hold on, let him cook. Bro, Suvetha rolled a 4 plus, yeah, plus, he got a 7, bro. So all of a sudden he's catching strays, my guy. He's catching strays. Yeah, there is. Bastions, baby. Oh, is there more? Oh shit. He can, yeah, he can do this. Oh. No way. Did you fail? No way, dude. Oh shit. Okay. Oh geez. So an effective target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of his turns to determine its behavior for that turn. So it's concentration up to a minute. So this will be the first one. So roll a d10. No. Well, so he has to. This is the first effect that they're both gonna do. Suvetha rolled a 6. Okay, so Suvetha, you cast this, and as you, what do you say? What do you do to cast this spell of confusion? Oh, you just whip it out with one hand. All right, so you play, and Dallin, as he plays, as he pulls out his flute and kind of steps, almost faces away from you a little bit. He plays these chords before you can do anything. All of a sudden, kind of things start to kind of go slowly. It feels like the sounds coming from the flute almost kind of become elongated and strange, and all of a sudden your mind gets foggy and cloudy. You kind of starts to kind of squint. Delusions. So you're like, so now you see Tiberius kind of starts to like shift and move, and all of a sudden he's like walking away and kind of just like laughing at you. And then Suvetha at this point is kind of like, and he starts to like kind of like sit down and just like cross his legs, and he's like, oh man, he's just like being weird as well. Suvetha, however, you see Tiberius, you see him just kind of sit there and kind of just like kind of lull a little bit. Wait. Is this a charm? An enchantment. I wonder, would you guys consider this a charm? Because he is technically elven, so he would have advantage on against being charmed. And magic can't put you to sleep. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, he's just like sits there and kind of like stands there and doesn't really do anything, as he's kind of you can see his head kind of like looking weird and kind of shifting. Don, what are you doing? What is yours? He did. He rolled a 6. That's what he did. Yeah, roll a d10. That's crazy. The creature can act and move normally. At the end of its turns, an affected creature can make a wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, its effect ends for that target. So you literally you get berated with this confusion and these delusions, and all of a sudden you can see Tiberius kind of start to step away and kind of start to laugh and kind of go and kind of just like shake his head, and all of a sudden you snap back to focus, and you can see you're no longer holding him. Only because your grip lessened, and Tiberius, you managed to break free. But you can see in his eyes, Tiberius, that he was confused, and you're like, okay, got it. And then all of a sudden, you can see like the visual recollection and coming to of him as he looks at you. He's still 5 feet. Yeah, he's still 5 feet. Make an attack. Nah, it definitely hits. I think your AC. What's your AC? Tiberius? I think it's like 15, right? Just, it's your strain mod, so whatever your strain mod is. No, it's just 3. So you take 3 points of damage. Yeah. You take 3 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, as Dahlin just decks you across the face. Oh, it would be, yeah. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. A Constitution saving throw. Or yeah. You have to roll to you have to adding your concentration. If you have a Constitution. Okay. Yeah, you maintain concentration. 22? Yeah, you maintain concentration on the spell. However, that is going to you yeah, go ahead. Do you want to maintain concentration? Because Suvetha is going through it. So it's concentration for a minute. So you have you have a ways, but you have some time. I mean, if you want to go through all these rolls, we can. I'm just gonna say, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you would have basic materials. You have rope, yeah. Okay, if you're gonna restrain Dahlin, then then go ahead and make another D10 check. What is your roll? Yeah. 8. The creature uses action to make a melee attack against a random determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, the creature does not. There's nothing this turn. Yeah. So as you go to restrain, so you went. You took your turn. You made another thing. So you can make another attack against. Oh yeah, make your saving throw. 11. Okay, yeah. So it's still maintained. Go ahead and make another melee attack against. I would say with disadvantage. Yeah, I would say disadvantage. 18. You take 3 more points of bludgeoning damage, Tiberius. As he's kind of slurring through his speech, you can see almost like his eyes kind of turn harsh, and all of a sudden you just see it like kind of all of a sudden you see Dahlin, you see Tiberius turn, they just start morphing and kind of transitioning into this strange creature, and you just kind of reactionarily just kind of step out and punch again towards him. You this time you kind of see it, Tiberius, so you kind of sidestep, you still get punched in the chest. Yeah. I would say for the confusion, no, because it is like, it even says delusions in the spell. So you're like seeing different things, and so that's why you're going to strike out. You take 3 more points of bludgeoning damage, Tiberius, against Dahlin. Now it's your turn. Okay, make an acrobatic, or make a sleight of hand check with advantage. Well, so I know, but he has advantage. Yeah, yes, you can make. Nat 20. What is it? I don't know. I might mess up. Oh, oh shit. Yeah. So you go to it because of the delusion of this moment, and you see to Tiberius almost now a different creature altogether. You're thrashing and just you're not having it. It's Tiberius. You're trying to, and you're obviously a dexterous guy, but he is a Goliath. He is large, and so it is difficult to get any handle on him. So he manages to resist it. Now what are we doing? Make another roll. Okay. Suvetha does kind of come down. You both come down, and then you see Suvetha draws his sword, and he kind of looks around. What is happening? What is happening? Hold on. He like pulls his sword out to both of you. I have never experienced anything in these rooms. What are you doing? Why are you messing with my mind? As he's looking at the both of you, he's like, Hold on. I agree. I agree with Dahlin. You are trying to push ahead, and trust me, I've seen the horrors of these rooms. You do not know, as he starts to kind of yell, what's in the next room, and the fact that I know more of what's down here than you have seen. Let's wait. You don't seem to have a lot of faith in your subordinates, Tiberius. Have you seen? I mean, the size of Valdis alone gives me confidence that he'll be able to find his way over here, along with the other individual. He solved that puzzle. He kind of goes to lower his sword slightly. I think we should wait. But I feel we have all felt exactly what... Let's wait. I'm waiting. And he goes, it's not even been, it's been like 5 minutes since you guys have been over here. He actually doesn't sheath his sword. He keeps his down. Listen. Y'all need to figure your shit out. This is not... Okay. You all need to figure your shit out. I'm telling you, down here is not the place to be quarreling with one another, or to be losing faith, or to be prioritizing anything besides your own survival. That next door could have immediately killed you in some fashion. Not outright necessarily, but I cannot necessarily say that a room would not do that. We need to stay put and at least give them an opportunity. You're going forward. So there's not a time limit. Your supplies and equipment usually does not last longer than 24 hours. There's not a time limit per se, but obviously being expeditious is more advantageous to your survival. That is generally, and they will specify, and there was no specification for this mission that you need to hurry up per se. Okay. As you do so, Suvetha will walk over to you, Dallin. After like a minute or two, not like immediately, but after like a minute or two, as you guys are sitting there, under a hushed tone, he almost like indicates to you like we should like walk a little bit away from Tiberius. Do you want to walk a little bit farther away from Tiberius? I know you're in between him going further, but like you can go further down the hallway. It's about like a 30-40 foot hallway, so it's not like. Okay. Listen. He kind of says in a hushed tone. Your passive perception, though, you hear this, Tiberius. Listen. If he wants to go, then let him go. I mean, I know, but he's a loose cannon. He's casting things at a whim and fucking with us. Okay, go ahead. Make a stealth check. Make a perception check. Make a stealth check. Make a stealth check and then make a perception check, Tiberius. Yeah, make a perception check. Because this is an intentional action. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, Dylan. All right, what are you gonna say? All right, well, y'all are some weird individuals. I've never come across any people like you, especially with indication of rank structure and things like that, the equipment you carry. If you would like to impart any knowledge that might be beneficial for me, then it might help me understand the situation a little more. But if not, I understand as well. But I just think that
if people, you know, sometimes lessons are learned through consequences, actions. So it's not like he. Make an intimidation check. That's actually 17. Yeah. 15. He like his kind of like his facial expression kind of like lessens, and he kind of like has like you can see understanding in his face, like, okay, like we're not friends. Like wait, there like there's a clear separation between understanding and where we're all at. So he's so be it. And he actually will walk past you. He'll walk past you towards the door. Not you don't know what he's necessarily indicating, but he will. Okay. No, he's going farther into the hallway. Well, he's walking. I'm telling you, he's walking to see what you guys will do. If you don't do anything, you see he comes to the door and then will rest his back against one of the walls, and he's waiting. Yeah. Just real quick, I will say 10 minutes do go by. It's been about 15 or so minutes. They do not show up. Kind of like exasperated. He hears about that. He can always come back through the door. He can go through and come back if you just let him go. Just let him find out. Okay. Which one? Going back the way you came, or going forward? Make an athletics. Do you want to make athletics with disadvantage? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make it either athletics or acrobatics, Tiberius, and then you're making your roll. Yeah. No, I was gonna say it's either or. If you're grappling, it's always athletics. If you're like trying to evade, it's athletics or acrobatics. Just so you know. Okay. So you like there was like a moment where you could have stopped him, but you're like you kind of got like the sense of like he's being adamant. Yeah, like you could have, but you don't. So like you go to like grab at him, and he just kind of quickly sidesteps, and you kind of step forward, and like you could reach out and stop him, but then you just kind of drop your arm, and he manages like he's kind of skirts around and makes his way through. So, all right. Okay. Okay, you open the doors and you get brought through. All right. Are you waiting till the party shows up? Okay. Okay, sounds good. Well, you won't have to. You wait 5 more minutes and your party does arrive. I will say this though.
For this instance, go ahead, Tiberius. Go ahead and meet me in the secrets. You can let's go ahead and jump back over to. Actually, sorry. Everyone can. No, hold on. Hey, meet me. Never mind. Go main. What the, bro? What the, bro? Hell yeah! All right, everyone, turn their cameras back on. Por favor.
Nathan has to go. Bye, Nathan.
No,
I got 10, 15.
Yeah, we're just gonna be wrapping up here. But no, so Tiberius, you know what you're doing. You wait 5 more minutes there in that hallway, and then Brother Valdis and Tavix, you guys choose the right path. You're now standing at the other entrance that you can see. You see the one door with the gem, and then you turn around. You can see there's a different looking hallway. It kind of hooks to the left. You guys kind of make your way over there. You see another familiar set of double doors. Is there anything you want to do before traversing in?
No.
Okay, you guys open it. Both go through. During this 5 minutes, what are you doing, Dolan?
I'm just leaning up against the wall, waiting.
Okay.
Flipping a coin.
Suvetha is kind of doing the same thing. I would actually like to... This is tough. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I need to go over to the secrets with Tiberius, only because...
Well, I'll just sit there if you guys want to, like, play me not being there.
Well, this is the thing, though, is I need... What's in the next room determines on whether you be gone for 5 minutes or not. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and describe the next room for you. Just give me a short moment here, guys, and then we'll go from there, all right? All right. A lot of moving pieces here, which is fine. I love it. All right, go ahead and turn on your camera if you don't mind, please.
Should be on.
Super. Oh, it's because I actually changed the source for this. Let me go back to this. Okay. So as you enter the next room, as you kind of go through, immediately there is this kind of muggy, hot stench to the room. Kind of smells like a burp when a burp in a way, like a very resounding kind of all-encompassing burp of just like disgusting kind of stomach stench. I would think would be the best way to kind of describe that.
Oh god.
As you step into this room, it is a large rectangular room, massive, probably a good couple 100 feet across, directly from the other side, left and right, probably another couple 100 feet. Yeah, roughly. In the middle of this, there is this raised hexagonal, actually octagonal kind of raised platform. And on this platform is a ginormous lizard-like entity. I'm going to send you a photo.
What the fuck?
I'm going to send you a photo. I don't want to send it to the other group because that would obviously ruin some of the surprise. You see this ginormous lizard. Heck? Similar, I would say, for the audience as a basilisk. Basilisk kind of shape. It has, I think, is it 4 or is it 3? There's 3. You can see it. It has this kind of cyan kind of color to the exterior. See this kind of these kind of spines running along its back. You can see it, however, as it rests on this kind of raised portion. You can hear the as you can hear it breathing. You can see its large chest rise and fall with its breath. In this room, scattered about, you can see there's a couple different kind of light sources, like sconces, kind of off to the left and right, just illuminating the room barely. It is pitch black in here otherwise.
Okay.
And you can see statues, humanoid-looking statues, hundreds of them, frozen in all different kinds of manner and positions.
Oh, I see.
And you stand here. You haven't moved, so you don't have to make any sort of check yet, but you just hear the
Yeah, I go back to the door.
All right, sounds good. Let's go back to the chat. All right, I would say to draw it back just ever so slightly, since I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. It's probably about a minute goes by before Tiberius goes back to that door. Tiberius is now in the chamber.
How does he look coming back?
How do you look coming back?
I'm like fine. I mean, I'm fine.
What's over there? Actually, no.
Something we shouldn't go to.
At all?
But we might have to go that way anyways.
Who'd have thunk it?
But seems there could be a issue on the other side.
Do you have any idea of how we could prepare for it?
My assumption is there is a creature that either through some means or by looking at you or by touching you could turn us into statues. So we should
Medusa?
probably either avoid that way or murder it in a quick and efficient way.
Suvetha, is there any other alternate paths through here? Through one of these?
Kind of looks
This guy
around.
doesn't know anything.
I mean, do you see anything? I don't, so it looks
Hey,
like this is our way.
I imagine you... Well, because, like, the weird space corridor things, I imagine he's gone through a few of them. Is there anything we don't know about them?
Generally, if you're going to find different paths through the labyrinth, you're going to find doors in the rooms. Usually the hallways connecting the bridges, they do not actually lead anywhere besides straight on.
Well, lads, if there's no other way, we're gonna have to go this way. We're gonna have to deal with this issue.
At this point, Brother Valdis and Tibavix, you guys come through the door after about 20 or so minutes of you guys navigating through the maze.
It's almost like we could have went back to the main entrance and gone a different way.
All right,
You want to
you guys are
shut
there.
the fuck up?
What do we see?
You guys walk in. You guys see the similar hallway, kind of that you get originally, kind of the kind of night sky kind of scape, kind of oddly kind of affixed to the walls and kind of showing you, giving almost weird depth to the area, but there are walls. You see Suvetha across the entire chamber, kind of just 1 foot up against the wall, kind of cross-armed, just sitting there, kind of side-eyeing the group, kind of looking a little disheveled for some reason. And then you see Dallin kind of standing there, and then you see Tiberius, and you guys both walk in on this as they're kind of in the middle of the hallway.
Well, we're gonna have to go that way, so we can make a plan now.
What's
so
that way?
this can be easy.
I would say if you tell us actually exactly what you saw, we could probably prepare a little bit better than you.
Did you not just hear me?
You never
I definitely
specified. Wait, what was
We
the
just went
entity?
through.
It's a giant lizard.
You said it could potentially turn us to
You
stone.
can turn us to stone?
Yes. Look, we're gonna have to go that way, so we can make a plan to deal with it quickly.
Why? What
Does
was?
any of us know much about...
That's all I know.
Something like
If I walked up there, I'd probably die. So,
Well, I'm asking the group. Does
Um,
anyone? Would anyone?
What do you want to say? Say it one more time.
Would anyone know anything about a lizard-like creature? that could
Everyone
turn us
roll
to stone?
history checks for me, and then
Let's fucking go.
we're gonna wrap up. Don't worry, Nathan.
All right. Oh, that's pretty good.
I got a natural 20.
Natural
I
20.
got a 9.
9.
I got a
Nice.
20 total.
Nice. You said 9 as well?
19.
Nice. All besides Suvetha and Tabix. You guys, so there obviously are creatures in the material plane known as basilisks that are not, they're medium sized in their stature, kind of chunky lizards that have 6 legs, but yeah, you would know that their gaze does turn entities to stone depending on.
Is it the gaze or is it the breath?
It is their gaze. At least for
yeah.
conventional basilisks. I will emphasize, this is just the rooting through the knowledge that you already knew. This is kind of, you said lizard, you said turning the stone, that's kind of where your mind went. However,
Right.
obviously you're in somewhere that it could relate, it could not relate, it could be completely different. It could be, so that's just your foundational knowledge at this moment.
Okay.
What gives you that notion? Are there statues in there?
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds. We should probably find a different way.
There is no different way.
So there's no sigil back there for the teleportation circle?
There's no wait. What? Wait, what?
There's no sigil. Like, so we left we came through the teleportation circle. There's nothing on this side.
No, like there was like
it?
yeah. I mean, there's like you're at the a new entrance. You're at the entrance across from the thing. Looking around, like even just like briefly, just to indicate there was nothing that indicated that you could go across the maze again. You'd have to now traverse the maze.
If we would like to, if you give me a few minutes, I could talk to my god. We have some questions you want to ask. They might. I mean,
this is a godless world, Tabex.
Definitely not, Captain.
Now, well, I mean, was it active, Tiberius? Was it?
It was sleeping. Look, the plan, I think,
we could just stealth.
We can either stealth, and if we have to fight it, I can cast Hold Monster on it, or we can try to kill it while it's being held.
Okay.
I mean, a bomb in its ass. You ever watch The Boys?
I mean, how is everyone getting around, quietly?
I don't think Brother Valdis here is the quiet type.
Do you guys have any cool little doodads or spells? You guys seem pretty cute.
I could potentially make it deaf.
I mean, I could cast Greater Invisibility on fucking Boobab over here, but...
We could.
Wait, I could blind it.
Distraction. That's a better idea.
If I blind it, it can't see us, then it can't look at us, and it can't turn us to stone.
That could work.
That's very possibility.
What was the room shaped like, Tiberius?
What was it shaped like?
Rectangular.
DM.
Large rectangular.
Rectangular.
Couple hundred
How tall
feet
was
across.
the ceiling?
Ceiling? Ceiling was
a
hard to
bit of
tell.
light.
The ceiling was kind of hard to tell because there was little light that was in there.
Is there a minimum you could go off of?
Probably minimum. You probably maybe 15, 20 before it kind of cut out. You can see.
Okay, I think I have an idea. I could drop down on it, stab it, and then try and blind it, because that'll be the best chance to get the blind off of it, off on it.
That could work.
I'm gonna need some support though.
It's the big Brother Valdis.
And with that, I need to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think with that ending on wheel, I'll need some support. I think it'd probably be best to actually formulate a full plan at the start of a session. That way, you guys can execute instead of formulating a plan now, literally forgetting it, and then having to go back and do it again. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end tonight. So yeah, no worries.
But just to clarify, we come through the portal and then we're in a room. There's no other way out.
To clarify, when you were in the treasure room, you chose an entrance/exit to the maze. When you chose that exit or entrance, you went to that designated point. There was no additional indication that you could teleport across the maze. You're now on a certain side. There was a hallway that led to another set of double doors. You're now in this kind of middle hallway space between rooms. And there is
we went to the double doors and there's no way back.
No, you go back. I mean, you can go back to the maze. It's like how you first went through. Like you went through the parlor, right?
Oh, we're through the maze. Okay, this is the next room.
Yes, I'm sorry if that was not clear.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
You exited the maze. You went forward. You cut to the left slightly. There was a similar set of double doors. You got slurped through like you did before. Now you are in the in-between. You're in the lands of in-between.
Okay.
Realms.
We're in the upside down.
Yeah. So now you guys are battle planning in this kind of weird bridge-like space between these rooms. Apologies if that was not clear.
Anyway, we're battle gaming.
All right. Well, yep, Nathan, you do need to go, so we'll get us out of here.
All
hey,
right.
Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Kind of a weird early morning, but hey, you know what? Not so bad. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Not so
Thanks
bad.
for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next time. Tavernside Talks. Honestly, just look at the Twitch schedule because, obviously with our schedules and stuff, sometimes things get weird. Like this morning where we had to stream at 7 a.m. PST, and then going, across the time zone. So, but anyway, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day instead of night, and we will catch you next time. Peace out. Take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.
Yeah, gamers.
Yeah.